And how are you? How are you? Excuse me? Not you, Fred. Nobody cares. Remember that. I know. Hey, look who's here today. Artie Lange. Everybody loves Artie Lange.
What's up?
What's up?
What's going on?
He's very street.
That's right, man.
Oh, my God, Artie.
Sorry.
Well, I tell you what, there's so much going on. I'll give you a full report on the 24 hours since the announcement of Hank's death. Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf. I tried to get on the Hank website yesterday thinking that's where I should go, and you can't even get on. It's completely crashed.
Right.
You were on there, too?
No, I don't have a computer, but...
You were on there.
I was trying to get on, too.
You were thinking about getting on
Turns
there.
out you need a computer.
Oh, whoa. What were you doing?
I was just at home on the typewriter.
Yeah. Looking at it. You don't have a computer, really?
No, I never used one.
Oh, you got to get one then.
I know. It's now I feel like I'm an outsider. I used to wear it like a badge of honor, you know.
Yeah, now it's silly.
Now it's really silly. It's like not driving a car.
Exactly.
Is that like when you try to pick up chicks, you're like, hey, I don't have a computer?
Well, people ask for your email address before your phone number now.
That's right.
And I just try to make stuff up to seem Artie.Lang.
Well, yeah.
He doesn't even know what the proper address language would be.
I know net and dot.
Well, let me tell you something. I'll give you a full report on the goings-on outside at the Hank Memorial Tribute.
It's exciting.
Yeah, Artie was out there. He'll give you a full report, actually.
It's a motley crew down.
You hung out there?
I hung out down there for like about 15 minutes just now. High Pitch Eric is ruining the shrine.
Is he really?
He's lighting candles, but his ass is hanging out.
Yeah, right.
Like he's bent over lighting candles trying to do a good thing, but I think he's keeping people away because his enormous ass is hanging out, not even a crack.
High Pitch is treating, you know, see, there's a little bit of Hank politics going on here.
Right.
High Pitch is acting like he's the widow of Hank the Dwarf, and quite frankly, Doug Goodstein's the widow of Hank the Dwarf.
Yeah,
he's trying to, like, slip in there and take over.
Yeah, the widow Goodstein. And I feel like High Pitch Eric, by standing at the shrine, is scaring some people away, but...
I think so, too, and it's hurting Hank's memory.
Right. I think Hank's offended.
Really? You know what I'm a little offended by?
What?
Some people are exploiting the shrine.
What are they doing?
Harvey Leeds yesterday had some of his bands, bands that he wants to get played. He put posters on the shrine.
Oh,
did he really?
No.
I know. Some people are using
become overly commercialized.
Yes.
Yeah. People using it to promote.
Well, if anybody's going to make a commercial, we should.
Right. I go down there, and there's a poster for Tenacious D, and I was like, what does that have to do with Hank?
He wants to get it on camera.
I put a couple of cigarettes there.
Did you really?
Yeah, I put a couple of Marlboro Lights.
Hank was not a smoker.
Really?
No.
Well,
that's the one thing you didn't do.
Yeah.
Vodka without cigarettes seems kind of pointless.
He didn't smoke, did he?
No.
No.
That was
he would have stunted his growth.
He was a real alcoholic. I mean,
he needed both hands.
Yeah, he didn't mix his drink.
He didn't need he didn't need the cigarette to look cool.
Wow.
In fact, he gave up all other drugs for alcohol.
Just devoted.
I'll tell you what, I'm ready to have a Johnny Black on the rocks in honor of Hank. Anytime you want.
We're thinking of doing some drinking later.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now, Artie, you're allowed to drink even though you went to rehab?
Yeah, we've been down that path.
He's showbiz.
I'm showbiz clean, but and for special occasions like this, I'm allowed to do anything.
Oh, he can actually do some coke too.
If a loved one dies, I could do a line.
No big deal.
There are rules.
Yeah, he can control it now. He's one of the few people.
Like I clearly can control it.
He did go to the rehab where he learned to do it right.
How'd you end up down at the Hank tribute site?
Well, I was walking in. I came in from Jersey, and I parked, and I was walking by, and I saw the shrine, and I wanted to, go over and put a couple of cigarettes down to show my respect, and I'm hanging out with the guys down there, but I'm getting, accosted. It's kind of a dangerous crew. They're all drunk. Yeah. They've been drinking all night, and there's one guy with a deep voice. Maybe he's a guy who calls in all the time. He looks at me, and he just goes, hey, man, you look like Joey Buttafuoco. Anyone tell you that? Funny. And I go, really? He goes, yeah, he's a fat guinea, that guy.
Oh,
So then you got right out of the shrine.
And I went, hey, guys, this is nice. This is a nice wake, but I got to get out of here. I'm afraid of getting hit.
How many guys are down there?
There's about 5 guys there.
5 guys.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, yesterday, I walked down to get some lunch. It was about 2:30, and it was pretty, it was lunchtime in Manhattan. People were walking by. It was quite a crowd.
Really?
It looked like it was important.
Well, you ask yourself, though, if Harvey Leeds is putting movie posters down there, or band posters, what cameras does he think are going to show up to the Hank Memorial?
Who knows? You never know. That guy's a true promotion man. But I drove by, and I thought, well, maybe I should stop, but what am I going to do down there?
Well, I did stop yesterday, and people started taking my picture and yelling stuff at me, so I left.
Right.
So some people were like, oh, Gary, it's good to meet you, and some people were yelling stuff about the size of my teeth, so I just left.
Right. And get some beer.
They start yelling at you.
When I left yesterday, high-pitched Eric had like a director's chair.
Right.
Yeah.
And, he was sprawled all over this director's chair right next to the memorial.
Well, in all fairness, high-pitched Eric I told him to sit guard out there over the Hank Memorial.
But he's really taking it very seriously.
Yeah.
Now he's in a black poncho. He hasn't left.
After the commercial, I might have to put a microphone down there.
He's been there for almost 24 hours.
E-Crew, you got a picture going on out there or what? Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
It's high-pitched.
Look at that.
High-pitched with his headphones on listening to the show.
Now he's got, oh, my goodness.
Naked cowboys out there.
Oh,
capitalizing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Trying to get in on...
He's still around.
Yeah, he's around.
Yeah, that's the guy that accosted. That's Joey Boots.
Joey Boots is out there.
That's the guy who told me I look like Joey Butterfruit.
Oh.
I could tell as soon as you did his voice.
The shrine is huge.
Wow.
Yeah. It's beautiful.
Wow.
It's really getting a look to it.
Hey, do they have a microphone down there on high pitch? Or is that not set up
not yet.
Hello?
I saw somebody shake their head no.
No, oh, okay. That's too bad. I wanted to ask him something. I'll ask him after the commercial. I wanted to ask him, like, the memorial to Hank is so beautifully arranged. I wonder, is High Pitch orchestrating the arrangement, or are people just impromptu putting stuff down?
Do you really think High Pitch could do something that pretty?
Yeah. There are notes to Hank. There are bottles of all kinds of whiskey. There are flowers.
Right, Heineken.
Look at that sign. Why couldn't it have been Jackie who died? F. Jackie, it says. Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf. All right, anyway, so there's a big...
Lots of bottles.
There's a lot of liquor down there. There's quite a bit of liquor.
Well, that's why I put High Pitch down there. I figured all the homeless people would have stolen the bottles.
She got High Pitch an outfit like the English guards outside Buckingham Palace.
There's a nice thank you, Hank.
Nice bottle of tequila.
Yeah, it's Stolchania.
Stolichnaya.
Stolichnaya, you say?
Stolichnaya.
Yeah, see, I don't even know that.
So you're putting extra syllables in it.
Stoli.
Stoli, yeah, I know that. All right, let's take a break. Wow. I see a lot of people on the phone, but I got to take a break. And I swear, if you hang in there, I'll get to you right after these words.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. 104.1 WBCN. WBCN. To a man who could cure cancer, he just doesn't feel like it. Howard Stern.
Holy friggin' mackerel, baby. Right?
Yeah,
F you.
baby.
F you. F you.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
He was a big man, an American original, a beacon to the simple message of brotherhood.
Go yourself.
A generous man who gave of himself when the giving was hard.
You f***ing homo.
And yet, never without a kind word for those less fortunate.
You bunch of assholes.
That was Hank, the angry drunken dwarf. A man, a legend, a friend.
Go have sex with Jesus Christ.
Go have sex with Jesus Christ, indeed, Hank the angry dwarf. We salute you, Hank. You're the angriest, the drunkenest, the biggest man of all.
I know dead people who are smarter than you. All right. I could talk to a retarded cohort and get a better conversation out of one of them. So I could talk to a politician. I could talk to one of those church-owned faggots. Stupid weirdo. Go have sex with Jesus Christ, you faggot.
Still recall the taste of your tears.
Your mother's a douche. Trust me, she's as cheap as nothing.
Echoing your voice just like the ringing in my ears.
You f***ing homo.
Favorite dreams of you still wash ashore.
Girl, if you had another brain, you'd be moaning. Shut up, you dumb bastard. bunch of assholes.
It's hard to miss Hank when he's yelling at you, but nevertheless, there it is. So many Hank tribute songs. A huge outpouring for Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
That's wonderful. Yeah.
Bigger than Aliyah, because you know something? More people know Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf than knew Aliyah.
Absolutely.
If Hank had a record out right now, I believe it would be #1 on the charts. Unfortunately, he had no talent.
No, he didn't really sing all that well.
No, but I tell you, some of the songs that we've received, the outpouring has been incredible. I'll just play one more right now. I have so much to get to, but certainly people should hear this. This is maybe the most touching. Really.
He stood just 4 foot tall. He was a pissed off little person. But he had gigantic balls. And when he drank, he started cursing. If you called him a midget,
right, this is good.
He'd tell you to hit the f***ing highway.
Right.
But much more than this.
Tell him.
He did it Hank's way.
Hank's way.
Yes, every time that he got drunk, he'd call someone a sucking punk. He sure did love vodka in a cup.
Yes.
He'd drink it down, then throw it up. He did it all, not 4 foot tall, and did it Hank's way.
You go, girl. Hank's way.
He was small, and he wasn't cute.
Oh. That's true.
He'd wake up, and he'd start boozing.
He did from the minute he woke up.
When he wore that pink bunny suit, everyone found it quite amusing. Yes, Hank, he did all that, and may I say, not in a tall way. Oh, no.
Beautiful song.
Oh, no, not him.
Yeah. He did it Hank's way.
Hank's way. Yes, he was a dwarf.
Isn't that nice?
Who drank a lot.
Beautiful.
His eyeballs only came up to my crotch.
He did it dwarfy style.
He said the things he truly felt after he had a couple of bells.
Give him the courage.
The record shows he didn't blow, but did
Hank's way. I love that. Yeah. Wow. So much Hank news, but today on the show, Stained will stop by to perform one of my favorite songs. It's been a while.
And that's a good song for Hank.
Yes. Yes.
Hank's way.
Yes. In fact, Stained will be doing a tribute to Hank.
Oh, wonderful.
By performing It's Been a While. They're coming in. All of show business. In fact, The Rock is coming in to eulogize Hank.
Excellent. All of the stars.
All of the stars. Kendra Jade.
Hank.
Kendra Jade's coming in. She wants to meet The Rock, so she's going to wear a sign that says something like, I'm an anal loving...
It's right
my
over
big
there.
empty head.
Where is it? Oh, here it is. I once gave anal sex to 35 guys in one day. She's going to walk down the street with that.
It's on both sides, so you can't escape it.
That's right. And then she's going to throw up on a man in order to meet The Rock, which we think is great. Also, Patrine Soames is on the phone, who is a psychic that says she has contacted Hank.
Oh, boy.
Let me begin there with the phone call.
Patrine, isn't it?
Patrine, I don't normally turn to psychics.
You sure that's not lettering?
Latrine or Patrine?
Okay, it's definitely Patrine, yeah.
And Patrine, you have a Bronx accent?
Well, no, I'm actually originally from England, but I'm here in Texas.
I see. And Patrine, how long have you been contacting the dead?
Okay, I've been a paranormal expert for the past 20 years. I've been contacting dead people.
With it, Hank didn't have.
Goofing on his big teeth while the world goofed on you. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah, I miss you guys. I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah, you got to come by and see us. By the way, you know, everyone said to me, how much longer would Hank have lived? Because shorter people die sooner. I think that's an old wives' tale.
Marty just died. He lived a long, long
time. He was
time.
in his 80s, I think. And
yeah, I mean, have you ever seen the fan of Discovery Channel?
Yeah.
Most of those people, I mean, depending what type of dwarfism you have, they can live to be in their 80s, or I don't know. With my type, I've never seen an older one, so
really,
I might be counting my days as it is.
Yeah, you'll probably be dead soon too, right? I'll be holding a memorial for you.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Oh.
So see, some people do.
He has a baby. Your baby's all right, right?
Yeah. Oh, my son's he's almost 5. He's almost taller than me.
Yeah. He's almost taller.
Howard's greatest dream.
I can't wait to bring your 5-year-old in and he's taller than you.
Oh, that'll be great.
Yeah. All right.
I don't want to wrestle him. He'd give me more of a challenge than that Playmate did.
Yeah. Hey, Marty, you're the best, and thanks for calling in.
Hey, tell everybody I said hi, man. My respect out.
All right. Marty the midget.
Guys.
Thanks, Marty.
Bye-bye.
I've seen Marty get laid plenty.
Oh, Marty's a womanizer, yeah.
He's a good-looking midget, and girls think he's cute, so they will bang him. You give him the mercy bang.
Wow.
In fact, his son, he had it with a regular-sized woman. Good-looking woman.
Really?
Tall.
Yeah. Probably gets better-looking chicks than us, Artie.
I would say, yeah.
He
if
gets
that's
taller
the case.
chicks.
I mean, if he's getting regular-sized chicks, they're probably better.
You're not even getting regular-sized chicks.
Right.
A few midgets, a few dwarfs.
A lot of fat chicks. All right, so there it is. What can I tell you? We'll keep you posted if anything happens out there. So many people. Listen, I got things I could play. I mean.
Hello. This is former President Bill Clinton. And I'd just like to say that I'm really going to miss Hank, the angry, drunken dwarf. He gave me the best oral I've ever had. Didn't even have to bend over or nothing. And he had a nice flat head. I could put my ashtray on top of it.
Sounds
Little
like
tiny man, big, huge heart. Damn, I miss him.
Sounds like Andy and Mayberry.
Yeah, really.
Thank you.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't think that was the ex-president.
You try to get an impressionist at 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's short notice.
All right. Anyway, so much to talk about. Number one, I didn't stay up late to watch it, but Anne Heche spoke to 2020 Barbara Walters.
Yes.
Which was some sort of big deal. This chick's whacked out of her skull. I mean, it's a pathetic thing. She had a career, I guess, and sent her career up by announcing she was a lesbian. So in the short term, she got famous, but everyone thought she was cuckoo. She did a movie with Harrison Ford. No one could watch it because they didn't believe that she was in love with him.
Anymore.
And she kind of wrecked her career, and now she's known for just revealing everything about her sex life.
Well, yeah, the problem is now she's famous, but there's no work.
Yeah. She's famous, and she's famous because she now married a guy and also was found wandering around in someone's backyard speaking about space aliens. You know.
Well, she has several alter egos. Now she's claiming split personality, and that all these people are inside her.
Yeah, so if you're a director, are you going to hire Anne Heche?
Yeah, this is good advertising.
Do you need this aggravation? Anyway, here's a couple of clips. I haven't heard these yet.
Yeah, well, the first one, number 15, that's where she makes the revelation about, the great sex with Ellen.
Wow.
Up until that point, that was the best sex I'd ever had. Better than with any man? Yep.
Wow. Barbara Walters, hey, come here.
Better than with any man?
Hey, maybe I'll go out with Ellen DeGeneres. Yeah.
Man, what? At least Ellen should be happy about this.
Right.
The next clip is she's...
Meanwhile, Barbara Walters is licking her chops because Anne Heche is insane.
Right. Yeah. She's just, rubbing her hands together going, boy, this is great for me.
Better than any man? Yeah, that's right, because guys rub my boobs too hard.
Really? Well, what is Ellen doing?
I don't know. Ellen, we got to interview this Ellen. I met her at the CBS function that they had here a couple of months ago announcing all the new shows.
Yeah.
I said hello to her, but I should have said to her, what are you doing to these bitches?
Doing these broads, yeah.
You know what our problem is? We're too rough.
Yeah, we just want to get over it.
Well, now that there's all this synergy, we've got to get her when she's promoting her new show, right?
Yeah. Oh, we'll get it.
Is she doing anybody now?
I don't know.
Yeah, remember she's got one of those girls from that TV show, Popular.
You know what and the girl's really good looking.
Get out of here.
Yeah, she went total lesbo with Ellen. She's like 22 years old, smoking hot. Wears hot little outfits when she's out with Ellen. Ellen's a better guy than any guy in this room.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. So. No. She didn't go out. That's the girl that the Melissa Etheridge.
That's right. Ellen's got some model.
Ellen was with David Hedison's daughter for a while, and then that broke up.
Wow. I don't even know who that is.
She's an actress, and she was really good looking.
Yeah, of course. She gets the best looking broads.
That's what I'm saying. She gets the best tail in town.
You know, if she was heterosexual, no guy would look at her.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, she's beastly. But,
bags under her eyes.
Great to go. Yeah, bags under... Why not fix her eyes? It's disturbing to look at on TV.
Well, she's like a guy.
Yeah, she doesn't care.
Away with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. She's just like a rich guy. He's ugly. And
but you know what? I always try, when I'm in bed with a chick, I try to touch them very gently.
Right.
And like not hardly even touch their boobs.
Like you'd like to manhandle them. But you try to
the man in me wants to just squeeze those boobs.
Right. You don't know how long to
smack them around.
You don't know how long to spend on the boobs. You're
no.
Going...
If you spend a lot of time on boobs, chicks think you're insensitive and only into their boobs.
Right.
So what you tell them right away is, I don't even care about boobs. All I care about is the person.
Right.
That's my first rap.
Yeah.
Then you rub like the sides of the boobs, and you don't even get involved with it a little bit. You got to be very disinterested. And when you are touching them, you barely touch. You like a butterfly. See, like a girl.
What have you been doing, Artie? This sounds like news to you.
No, I get into the boobs. I enjoy boobs.
Oh,
yeah,
so
no, you can't.
You can't enjoy
No,
them.
not if you want to get in their pants.
You have to secretly...
Yeah, you secretly love them and want to, like really manhandle them.
Yeah.
And then, you got to be sensitive. You got to, play with their, just the side of their stomach for, a half hour.
Oh, I can't.
But you got to be so patient. Rub their thigh for 45 minutes. But barely.
45 minutes.
Yeah, but barely. Because that's what girls want. That's what lesbians do. They can't do the final action.
Right.
So you got to tease the area. Tease, do the once over. Like your hand brushes over the hey nanu nanu and barely goes there. You're interested in the whole woman.
But don't go for it like it's a target.
Yeah. Accidentally brush over it.
See, this is the talk my father never had with me.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No father's having this talk because he doesn't know.
No dad.
He said he never told me just to brush over the hey nanu.
The only dad who's having that talk with his kid is this guy on the front page of the newspaper today.
Maybe.
You got to hear this. Some dude and his wife threw a party.
And they look like normal people.
They are normal people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They threw a party for their kid and hired a stripper, a $340 to $350 stripper. She came in, and 15-year-old kids and stuff were licking whipped cream off her and everything, and now they're threatening the parents with a year in jail. So
there were sex toys.
Sounds like a great party.
Yeah. I would never leave home.
There was booze and pot at the party.
Where was a Wall Street honcho and his wife could face up to a year in prison for allegedly hosting an X-rated high school football bash where students as young as 15 lick whipped cream off a stripper's nude body.
Nice.
Investment banker Robert Ween. I think he's a yid.
A yid?
Yeah.
Well, when does that happen?
Robert, yids are usually so serious. Robert Ween, 50, senior managing director at Joseph Thal & Company, and his wife, Rochelle.
Can you imagine taking a meeting with him today?
Rochelle Ween?
Yeah.
This is my wife, Rochelle.
Whose son is a football player at Horace Greeley High School in Chappaqua. Yeah. Told the cops that Saturday night's party was meant to kick off the team's new season.
Oh, yeah.
The couple was arrested after cops investigating a noise complaint. If the cops are there, maybe stop licking the whipped cream off the stripper.
Yeah. Or get her dressed.
Listen to this. Went to the Newcastle home and saw a woman on a deck area who was lying on her back without any clothes on, and she was performing a sexually lewd act. The Weens Sounds like their name was like Weinstein or something, but they shortened it.
Why would you shorten it to Wien?
Really? It's W-I-E-N-S.
Change it to
Rob. It's like Weinstock or something, but it was like Wiens. The Wiens were charged with endangering a child's welfare. Hey, endanger me. And unlawfully dealing with a child. If convicted of the misdemeanor charges, they face up to a year in jail. Man, what a bitch. There were about 3 dozen guests, aged 15 to 18 at the party, including girls. The refreshments included beer and pot.
Yeah, this is my parents. Here's your pot.
My 15th birthday, we went to McDonald's in that Playland.
My parents decided at 13, no more birthdays. They're over.
See, because it always leads to this. They didn't want to throw the stripper party.
The parents were present and aware of what was going on. Not just in terms of the alcohol that was being imbibed.
Or the pot.
Yeah, they were rolling the joints, actually.
But these high schoolers, but the actual sex acts that were taking place in the backyard. This new dancer, I want to get her on the show. What's her name?
Candy.
Please, Candy, call in. Candy Weens. This new dancer, with the assistance of some of the high school students, was inserting objects into private parts of her body, as well as putting whipped cream on parts of her body that was then being licked off by some of the students. She was naked at the time, other than wearing boots.
Other than a yarmulke.
The DA said the stripper was apparently hired by some students. The stripper was not charged. Oh.
Yeah, she didn't do anything.
Sure she did.
She just danced.
She danced in front of minors.
Well, maybe she didn't know how old they were.
Anthony cousin Vinny Agnello, who runs the Gorgeous Strippers Plus Entertainment Agency. Hey, Gary, get this guy on the phone.
Agnello.
Yeah, Vinny Agnello.
You know him.
Got to be a listener.
Yeah.
Hey,
I think he's down at the shrine right now.
Hey, Howard.
He said some kid who didn't sound under 18 called his cell phone. Yeah, it's probably like that Amante kid. The deep voice.
Yeah, that's who they got, the baseball player.
Right.
Donde es stripper?
Agnello said he did not know that partygoers would be underage. He would never have sent Nicole, 31, a beautiful French-Canadian blonde, a full-figured girl with natural deep breasts.
Deep
breasts.
What is that?
I don't know. 27-inch waist, flat abs, and a beautiful butt. That's the guy talking.
Describe her to us.
She does whipped cream shots off her chest in a full strip, and then she does things with toys. It's like a bachelor party atmosphere.
What is whipped cream shots?
When she wasn't taking off all her clothes, she was drinking straight vodka with the dad.
That's the best part.
That's how Oh, Hank, I wish you were here. Wall Street couple busted. Look at the stripper. Nice ass. I want to get her on and Mr. Agnello on.
Do you think the team's going to play well this year?
Yeah.
I hope so.
So I'm reading this story, and me and Tony in the back room are going crazy, and then Ronnie comes in. He goes, hey, I did that. Hey, Ronnie, come back and tell your story.
You know what? He was the first person I thought about, because I know he and his son go to strip clubs together now.
Whoa. He says he threw a party at his house when his son was there when he was like 13.
But he didn't invite. Did the son attend?
Yeah. Not the son's friends, but just the son. Hey, Ronnie, come in and tell your story. This is funny as hell.
The first person I thought about when I was reading the story.
Yeah. Ronnie goes, oh, okay.
Because it's kind of odd, and I was going to ask you, if you had a son, do you think you would do something like this?
No, never. I never go to a strip club with my son. I told that to Ronnie.
He's 15.
Why not?
That's why Ronnie's son loves him.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, they're like buds.
Oh, Ronnie's son is like his best friend.
We hang out.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
He takes him down to Scores.
Yeah.
But
what's wrong with that?
How old's your son now?
He's old.
Yeah, he's in his 20s, right?
Yeah, late 20s.
Yeah. That's okay now, but tell me about the party you threw.
All right. So, I think it was like 1984.
Right.
How old was he?
Let's see, he must have been about 12.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so it actually was a Halloween party, a costume Halloween party. So I had my friends there.
Right.
It was actually my Halloween and birthday party, because my birthday's 2 days before Halloween.
Right.
So I came up with this brilliant idea. I'm going to throw this Halloween party, costume party. So all my friends come, and they're all in costume, and they brought their kids.
Right.
Now, I didn't know they were bringing their kids, so then when I heard kids were coming, so my kid came. He had his friends from the neighborhood up. They were all in costumes.
Right.
And I had already ordered this stripper for the party.
Yeah.
So the girl, so now the girl knows it's a Halloween party. So she comes in costume. She comes in a cat suit.
Right.
And she comes up, and we kind of like try to move the kids out of the room and put them in the other room to play and stuff like that.
Right.
But they kept trying to sneak out, you know.
Right.
And they're sneaking out, and they're trying to watch. And we had the girl come in. She did a stripping thing, and we didn't do anything like, let them lick whipped cream off them or anything like that. No. I was the only one who did that.
Yeah.
Dad.
I got in trouble for that, but
you got in trouble for licking the whipped cream.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But that was my party.
So you had a stripper for the 13-year-olds.
But at least it wasn't their party.
I got it on video, too. Is
Big
that
difference.
good?
Do you really?
Yeah, I have it on video.
I have to see that.
That's cool. I told you I have to show you that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how much did the son see?
Well, you know, they kept trying to sneak around.
So you got interested.
I mean,
they weren't. You didn't know what they were up to.
The chick wasn't.
He was probably loaded.
Yeah.
She wasn't totally naked either.
Right.
You know, it was only topless.
Big deal. Yeah. 13-year-old can handle that.
They could see that. You know, they've seen that stuff already. It's not like they haven't seen it.
They've never seen Dad licking whipped cream off her.
No, they didn't see that.
No, they hid the kids.
I made sure they didn't see that.
How?
Anyway, so there's Ronnie's story. See, so this can happen, Robin.
Well, no. Ronnie's story is completely different. This was the kids' party, and the stripper was hired for the kids' party.
Whatever.
Well, the guy wants to make sure the kid's straight, you know?
The kid's no homo.
They are football players.
Start to get worried, like, whoa.
I got to take a break. I know there's a lot of people want to talk to us. I'll get to the phone calls. I got to play more of this Anne Heche, but I got to take a break first. And then I got I got the Mariah Carey message. I got Gary Garver with Steven Seagal. You got to play again.
Did you see that Mariah Carey has gone back to the hospital?
Yeah, I want to talk about all that, but I got to take a break. What is it, Fa-Fa-Foo? Hi.
If we're going to stay on schedule, Kendra's here, and The Rock will be here soon, and we have to do all that stuff with Kendra before The Rock gets here.
Oh, okay, right. All right, so we'll be back right after these words.
Hi, this is Gary Dell'Abate, the producer for The Howard Stern Show. I'm Howard's right-hand man. I set up every aspect of the show, such as booking guests, sorting through materials, and keeping the show on track. But my true love is making sappy, estrogen-filled home videos to girls that won't return my calls.
I don't know how else to say it. I lost my lover, and I lost my best friend. And you lost your lover, and you lost your best friend. Okay, so that part's pretty even. But you gained a lover, and you gained a best friend. I gained a couple of lovers, or I gained one lover. But I gained no friends. I
take true pride in all my blubbering and boo-hooing.
There's nobody there to come home to call, to tell all the great stuff. And like right now, I feel my professional life is like at a 9, and my personal life is at like a 2. You know, and it's been so hard up until that point. I always thought that that they were kind of even. Like I wasn't really happy professionally. I didn't really have everything I wanted personally. Now I really feel great about the way work is going. And of course, my curse on that is to have no one to share it with. So in a lot of ways, it sucks.
So if you have ever lost your best friend and your lover, or you feel like you would like your personal life to raise from a 2 to a 9, or if you would like tips on removing every ounce of testosterone from your body, please keep listening. I'll be waiting with a skirt on. Thank you.
Boston's alternative WBCN Boston. Top 1. WBCN. A man in the fight. He needs a good rest. Howard Stern. Good God. You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. He was a big man, an American original, a beacon to the simple message of brotherhood.
Go yourself.
A generous man who gave of himself when the giving was hard.
You f***ing homo.
And yet, never without a kind word for those less fortunate.
You bunch of assholes.
That was Hank, the angry, drunken dwarf. A man, a legend, a friend.
Go have sex with Jesus Christ.
Go have sex with Jesus Christ, indeed. Hank the angry dwarf. We salute you, Hank. You're the angriest, the drunkenest, the biggest man of all.
Hey, John the Stutterer, how you doing?
I'm over by the Howard House.
Well, you think of something to say it.
Hey, are you impressed?
Why don't you shut up, you ugly little smelly queer midget.
Ooh. You f***ing homo.
Oh, hey,
sorry.
Shut up,
we're on the radio.
Ugly little smelly midget.
Yeah, if you had another brain, you'd be lonely. Shut up, you dumb bastard.
You ugly little smelly. You started with me, you ugly little smelly queer.
You're queer. I get more women than you in one day than you get in 5 years.
Listen, Hank.
I'm not listening to you. You're an asshole.
With me, you ugly little queer. I didn't say a goddamn word to you.
Good, because you're scum. I didn't call you. All right, you dumb. I'm surprised you knew how to use a phone.
You little asshole.
All right, hey.
I didn't say a goddamn word to you.
Hey, John.
I hope you die, Hank.
Oh, dear.
You little douchebag.
Your mother's a douche.
Word to
Trust me, she's as cheap as nothing.
You little I hope you die.
Your mother's a whore. Your mother's a whore. She's a slut. She's a bimbo. She's a tramp.
Why don't you go have sex with your stupid brother?
Why'd you go have sex with your prince?
Hold on to him. He's going to fall off the chair.
Go have sex with your brother.
Yeah,
go have sex with your brother.
You're so dumb. When you take an IQ point, you're so dumb that when you take an IQ test, you got 0 points.
Die. I hope you die. I hope you die.
By the time you figure it out, it'll be next year.
You need a seatbelt for him.
You know what? The whole time they're arguing, Hank is sliding off his chair. We need a baby seat for him in the studio. And we need like one of those little tables.
Why don't you go die?
Gary, send that tape to the district attorney. I'm having a full investigation.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's funny.
That implicates John the Stutterer.
It certainly does. He's a prime suspect.
Have we heard from him since he got his wish?
No.
Why don't you... No.
I hope
die.
Hope. Die. You little freak.
Andy, go ahead. You're on the air. We're going to meet The Rock later on this morning. Also, Kendra Jade's here, who wants to meet The Rock so bad she's willing to throw up on a guy and wear a sign that says, what does it say? I'm a filthy little whore or something? I don't know what it says.
I slept with 35 men in one day.
Yeah, something like that. I gave anal sex to 35 guys in one day. Yeah, go ahead, Andy. Quick, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
I live in Rhode Island. I'm on the urban station. And last night, all over the news, Hank, they were calling him a local legend because I live like 20 minutes from Fall River.
Yeah.
He was plastered all over the news on the 5, the 6, and the 11 o'clock.
Is that right?
Even in death, he's plastered.
He was plastered.
All right, thank you. Hey, listen, there's so much going on that I just want to get to it, and I want to get Kendra in here and then The Rock and everyone else. But let me just buzz through the rest of this material. Ann Heche gave an interview to Barbara Walters last night.
Yeah, in the next cut, I think she's talking about her years of therapy and how she never really mentioned that she had multiple personalities.
Didn't mention that to anybody. Didn't mention it to Ellen either.
Yeah. I think it's always hard for children to talk about abuse because it is only memory. But I didn't carry around a tape recorder. I didn't chisel anything in stone. And I think that's part of why people don't talk about abuse. Because anybody can look and say, well, how do you know for sure? And it's one of the most painful things about it. You don't.
How's she ever going to find work again in this business?
Well, listen to this. She then says that, she, figured out in therapy that she had been abused by her father. And she tried telling her mother, but her mother didn't believe her. And then something really incredible happened.
I did a lot of things in my life to get away from what had happened to me. I drank. I smoked. I did drugs.
Sound familiar, Artie?
Want to talk about it?
Artie, how'd you ever get work in this business
I
again?
buried my face in Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, that's the mind-blowing part. I'm a straight woman who buried myself in Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah, I sex with people. I did anything I could to get the shame out of my life.
That ain't going to get the shame out of your life.
That's going to add to it.
You're right. Now you should really be ashamed.
She can afford to be ashamed.
You're wandering around thinking you're a space alien.
Oh, and here's the part where she talks about, like telling her mother.
Maybe you ought to.
The snake pit.
Maybe you ought to keep that news from her.
I just want to send out my love. I'm a gorilla. I'm a gorilla.
Hey, guys, I'm just checking in, letting you know that I love you.
I'm a gorilla.
I'm Jesus Christ.
I'm a space alien named Celestia.
I'm Celestia. Hey, lambs.
Hey, you Celestia.
That's my friend, Ann Heche.
Hey, if Ann Heche comes on here, we want to interview Celestia, not even Ann Heche.
That's right. We don't want to talk to Ann Heche.
Yeah, we'll leave Ann Heche alone. We don't want to know about Ellen. We don't know about lesbians.
In fact, Barbara Walters had the Ann interview. We will do the Celestia interview.
Did Celestia ever bang Ellen? That's what I want to know.
Oh, I bet she did.
I bet she had to get out of there.
Ellen, spread your legs. I'm Celestia. I'm coming home to the mothership.
I'm going to bang those bags out of your eyes.
Hey, did you bang Ellen as Celestia?
I'm a gorilla.
I'm a gorilla. Yes. Hello, lambs.
All right, let's finish the message because we're falling behind. Kendra Jade and The Rock. Yeah, very serious.
You know, you really have something. Celebrity mental hospital.
Yeah.
You know?
And by the way, The Rock is not mental.
No.
He's one of the few guys that isn't.
He only has one personality, right?
Yeah.
He's clearly normal.
And you always make me smile no matter what. I'll call you soon.
As soon as they let me use the phone.
I'm sneaking this message out to you.
Hey, lambs. It's me. I just wanted to call in and say I love you and thank you so much.
Boy, they got her on sedation.
Yeah, because her voice keeps changing. Have you noticed that?
Hey, lambs. I can barely keep my eyes open.
As soon as my roommate's done eating his fingers, I'm going to use the phone and call him. My roommate Celestia's eating her fingers.
And lambs, I've been up for 4 days now.
I'm tying a knot in a sheet.
The spaceship.
I wish they'd untie me.
I'm about to make a great escape.
My spaceship just landed on Planet Bellevue. I'm the new leader of Planet Bellevue.
Lambs.
Much for everything and for just giving me.
She's thanking everybody.
Thank you
for giving me Tharzine.
To deal with any nonsense because.
No, it's the same one. Okay, I'm back on that one.
Well, you could listen to him over and over.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Thank you much, Celestia.
Oh man, I got 2 more funny things to play for you, but I get here and then The Rock.
But anyway, let's just say they did readmit Mariah to another hospital, this time in Los Angeles.
Coming up later in the show, and I promise I'll play him for you. Don't let me forget. I'm going to play you Michael Jackson from his new album, talking to Chris Tucker, and they're talking about chicks on the album. Yeah, it's the greatest. And Michael Jackson has like a deep voice now.
Get out!
Yeah, this is great.
Michael Jackson talking about chicks?
Yeah. And then the other thing I'm going to play for you is I got invited to this Puff Daddy party last night, which I couldn't go to. And P. Diddy gave me his personal phone message machine.
P. Diddy said he was going to invite you out.
He did. But it was, of course, he doesn't know I work because it's 10 o'clock at night was his party.
Yeah, but that's party.
But he sent out a special CD inviting people to the party.
Oh, the CD invitation.
And I got to play it for you. Yeah. It's wild. It's really something else.
You know, it's funny. The CD arrives around 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the day of the party, so there's no secrets, no leakage.
Right. All right, real quick. Get Kendra Jade in here.
Okay. Well, I'll pull a bunch for you. They're really amazing.
We would love to see them.
Yeah. I got them in my hand right here, but I don't want to...
you have to read at least one. Catherine, go ahead while Doug, the Widow Goodstein looks through them. Yes.
I picked the right one.
Right. Go ahead, Catherine.
Do not let them take down that memorial. This is an actual guy who died.
Yeah, of course.
It's not a publicity stunt. And if they try to, can't you get a court injunction or get Mayor Giuliani to intervene?
I am in the middle of trying to contact Mayor Giuliani's...
Mayor Giuliani will arrest us.
I am in the middle of trying to contact Mayor Giuliani's office. I am also have contacted attorneys. I will fight.
You better call the governor.
I might be calling Governor Pataki.
Well, good for you. And
I've been waiting for the right favor to ask of him, and this is it.
Save the memorial.
The memorial to Hank is as important to me as it is to the Widow Goodstein.
And I wanted to support what you said yesterday when you were speaking to the family member about not attending the funeral, and I'm sure a lot of people thought that was uncaring. But if you would attend the funeral, there would be media around you.
It would be a circus.
I don't want to take Hank's...
Hank.
Exactly. I do not. Thank you for saying that. I was going to say that.
He didn't think of it. Thank you for that.
I do not want to take away Hank's thunder.
I commend you for that. I think maybe some of the listeners didn't understand.
I don't think he understood.
I didn't understand until you said it.
Right.
But, no, actually,
don't let them take down that memorial.
I have my daughter this weekend anyway.
You sound very broken up. Have you been touched by the loss of Hank?
Everyone
has.
Yes,
I have. And when I watched Son of the Beach last night, I was really struck by how good his acting was.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was very sad to watch Hank on E! last night.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very
touching.
Did you watch it? You stayed up?
Yeah, I watched it. It was sad because he was such a good guy.
He was, and it was the first time we met him.
Yeah.
God, we were thrilled.
And
was wonderful.
We were thrilled when we first met Hank. It was a big find.
Yeah, I watched that last night. The genuine excitement in your face.
Wow. You've never seen anything like that.
Like baby Jesus.
We were so happy when we met Hank.
Anyway, great, Howard. Keep up the good work.
Ma'am, I'd like you to stay on the line while the widow... Yes, I will. And the Widow Goodstein now is going to read one of the emails.
Okay.
Bye. All right, you guys don't want to hang on. Yes.
You know the excitement you had for Hank? The only other time I ever saw you that excited was when I told you we had a stuttering intern.
Yeah.
That was John.
Right.
That was John.
This is from Derek. I had no idea how much I would be affected by Hank's passing. I really do feel a loss and an emptiness that I've never realized I would have over the loss of a persona we knew as Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf. In memory of Hank, I have put an In Memory of Hank sign in my office window. Good luck on the other side. We will miss you, Derek. We'll miss you, Hank, a little man with a giant heart.
You should see Stuttering John's face staring at the Widow Goodstein. He doesn't believe it.
He's looking for tears. He gets shaky every time he looks.
Yeah, because he's all choked up.
Leave him be. It's the Widow Goodstein. Go ahead, one more, please.
I would always watch Hank. I would always watch Howard Stern on E! Every night, hoping Hank would be on the show that night. He was a great little man. I'm going to miss him on the show. Rest in peace, Frank. When I heard that... Keep going?
I'm sorry, I'm watching John is ruining the moment. Another John, why are you laughing?
When I heard on the radio this morning that Hank died yesterday, I was so sad. I always enjoyed his appearances on the Howard Stern show, and I can't believe that I'll never be able to see him again. I hope he is in a happy place.
Yes,
I know Howard and Doug made his last year special for him. We will miss you, Hank. Jolene.
Melvin, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, man. It's crazy that they're going to take off that shrine. What about when the Puerto Ricans die in Brooklyn and the Bronx, and they put those big graffiti signs with their faces and rest in peace and all that stuff? They let that happen.
Oh, how about when...
graffiti's illegal.
I know. You know what?
How about one of when some of these foreigners come over here and they see Jesus in the window to see the Virgin Mother... And then they're all lined up outside in the neighborhoods.
They don't stop that.
Nobody dares stop that.
Yeah, everybody lines up. They line up like a bunch of morons thinking that's true.
Yeah, I've been discriminated against time immemorial.
And you're a white man.
And I'm a white man. I'm supposed to be allowed to do these things.
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking of doing a memory thing for Hank, a graffiti thing in Brooklyn.
Please do.
Memory of Hank.
Good. Don't break any laws.
I'll draw him the Rat Pack. I'll draw him in that pink little outfit that you always put him in, the bunny outfit.
Thank you, Melvin.
Thank you.
Howard,
a Puerto Rican named Melvin. Yeah.
We were all out in the office figuring out which one of us were Doug's true friends, which one of us weren't. And
well,
a lot of us fell into the not true friend category. Me, DePace, Rob.
Oh, I know I'm out. I didn't call the Widow Goodstein.
Gary, you were great yesterday. Your comments on the I didn't say to you.
No, I love Hank.
I know. You're great. Everyone. I mean, there's not a person.
I'm afraid to say anything bad about Hank in front of Doug.
Everyone I work with has been just great. Ganji was great. Robin. Everyone. I mean, everyone. Brian.
You really are like the widow. I mean, it's like everyone has to go to you and express condolences.
As soon as I found out, I just got a call from a stranger. Someone just called in the control room just to say, I'm sorry.
Wow. Can I tell you the weirdest thing? The weirdest thing was yesterday, I fielded 3 phone calls from different newspapers in Boston, and I realized I had to hand them to Doug. Like, you know, Doug's
He's the
guy.
widow.
Right. Yeah, they were all looking for one thing.
What?
The cause of death.
And what is the cause of death?
I don't know.
Liver.
I don't know.
Well, how do we know it wasn't murder? Honestly, we don't know.
The only hint we have is that John did tell us yesterday that Hank at one point said to him that he thought his liver wasn't large.
Yeah, no, he did say it to me.
No, he did. He said it to all of us.
The article entitled Stern Loses Little Drunk, it says, it is believed that Hank, whose real name was Henry Nassif Jr., died from complications related to alcoholism.
They say the highlight of Hank's little life was when People magazine named him the most beautiful man.
You mean short life, not little life.
Oh, I mean little life.
little short life.
I love that, boy. He
his little tiny life.
Love being the most beautiful person.
Rich, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, how you doing?
All right.
I'm sorry to hear about Hank and everything else. He was wonderful. But they're violating your constitutional right for freedom of expression, and I know you're all for the rights. I mean,
yes.
mourning the death of somebody is an expression.
This is our religion. It's like Santeria. You're allowed to...
We'd be better off if we protested.
That's right.
Then they wouldn't throw us out.
The memorial is being moved now as we speak. Many people chipping in.
Bottle by bottle.
There's a very beautiful tribute to Hank being moved now, too. What appears to be a garbage dump.
Howard, how long is it going to be out there for?
As long as the people respond to it.
That's right.
As long as the people want it.
As long as Eric could could stay awake.
Peoples of Earth.
As long as Eric and Joey Boots can keep moving at 20 feet.
Yeah, Eric and Joey Boots are moving it in front of...
moving it around the neighborhood.
A garbage dump.
See, but that's great now. See what they're doing? They're putting the flowers in the fence.
Nice.
By the end of the day, that whole fence is going to be flowers.
Well, Howard, he's in a better place. He's in a better place.
Oh, I doubt it.
Let's
Hand
hope.
is over. Well, we never know. We'll never know till we get there.
Thank you.
All right, Howard.
Howard, is Hank somewhere else, or is he just in the ground?
Yeah, he is somewhere
we're going to be in the ground.
Where's that funeral?
Hank is in the ground. Almost.
Where is that funeral?
That's somewhere else.
Yes. It's truly amazing, the outpouring of love for Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf. Peter, yes.
Yes, I'm going to miss him as well, and my regrets to everyone there, especially the widow Goodstein. But another thing about that memorial, I mean, they closed down the streets in the Bronx for that cheating Little League team. And to have him on the field at Yankee Stadium, and they won't let this little memorial there for Hank, it's an outrage.
It is an outrage.
You know what the problem is here? It's private property, and the landlord of this building is a
Where JFK Jr. lived was private property.
Well, the street was probably...
Howard, I went to Lady Di's memorial, and it was all over the sidewalk. Nobody.
And that was at the
it was considered a national treasure. Nobody messed with it because Hank was a drunken dwarf. I believe he's being discriminated.
You're right, because who's going to who's going to say get that out of here for Lady Di?
Lady Di was a foreigner. She wasn't even American.
She wasn't even American.
She was a complete alien.
Yeah, screw her.
And she did nothing.
She didn't wear a seatbelt.
Yeah, it was all because of who she married that we even know who she was.
Hank entertained millions.
Yes, well, but again, my warmest feelings of hurt for everyone there, and we're going to miss him.
Thank you, and please say something to the widow Goodstein.
Widow Goodstein, please, I know this is a sad moment for you. Please, life will go on. Perhaps maybe you'll find a Tourette's midget or something.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
thanks. That's all you.
You got to jump right back in the saddle, Widow Goodstein.
Boy, these guys are good. Look at they're moving those rotten shrimp.
That's disgusting.
The rotten shrimp are there.
He's flipping them to the unrotten side.
Seth, you're on the air.
Yeah, hi, Howard. I'm a little person, and I'm glad he's dead. He used to say, go have sex with your mother to people, and he was a drunk and not a very good example for little people.
Some little people did. Hank was not without controversy.
In fact, he had many fights on the air with little people who called in objecting to his behavior.
Yeah,
I never really thought I'd say I'm glad somebody's dead. He's just a very bad example, and people thought he was great for what?
Well, I am not going to whitewash the situation and make up stories about Hank. There were many little people who were against Hank.
Well, I'll tell you, Howard, I'm glad to see that you're real and you let this call through. And for all little people in the world, you know, we're better than that. And there are some that are like Hank, and I'm sure he'll be missed in some facets of life.
Thank you, Seth.
Love you all.
The liquor industry.
Yeah, Heineken will miss him truly.
Thank you.
Bye.
Well, the widow Goodstein didn't like that phone call at all.
What are you going to say?
She handled it with dignity.
Yes, you did, honey.
Joey Boots is a snazzy dresser.
I like the guy in the...
We're watching Joey Boots and Eric.
The guy in a poncho.
Moving the memorial.
Howard, I can eat the shrine if you want. At a moment's notice.
Yes, Larry?
Yeah.
Hi, you're on the air.
Hey, listen, I'm really outraged about this moving of the memorial.
Yes, we all are.
You know, it's ridiculous. You know, you have to be a foreigner from another country or something to keep
Of course.
You know?
Because it's Hank and people view it as a joke, but this is no joke. Hank is dead, and Hank was a huge, huge friend of this show, very close to a lot of us. Not me, but a lot of us. And Hank was a good guy. And yes, Hank was controversial.
No, we loved Hank.
Right. Everybody loved Hank, and there's a whole tribute to him on E! This week.
I understand that, and I seen it last night. It was really great.
Yeah, and wait till you see the future episodes. You'll see what we're talking about. And really, to move the shrine is almost sacrilegious. Honestly.
It is an outrage. You know, you have to come from another country to make a memorial for a person or something.
Well, each person placed their remembrance in a certain place. So we are trying to actually recreate.
But we're putting it over urine stains, it looks like.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do?
You can't have everything.
Now, is anybody in this room going to actually make a donation to the Billy Barty Foundation?
No. We're all very cheap.
Oh, stop it. You know what? I was thinking about this. Part of if I win some money, when I win some money on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire,
oh, my God.
I am going to make
brilliant.
Part of it.
Can you tell Regis that?
That's right. I'm going to say we lost one of our members.
One of our midgets.
That's right. Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf is dead, and
right.
I'm going to...
We should have a foundation for him.
Well, do you realize what, Rob? This is a Howard Stern Show exclusive. Howard Stern Show exclusive.
Howard Stern exclusive.
Robin is going on Millionaire. She's taping this week. As we know, Bigfoot will be sitting behind her as her celebrity friend.
Other friends.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, and not only will Bigfoot be there, but Robin will say to Regis, I'm playing for Hank the Angry Drunken Dwarf.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful.
We have to have a Hank the Angry Dwarf Foundation.
You are going to...
Howard Stern exclusive.
You're going to win a lot of fans with this, Robin.
Doug, you can help me with this because I won't make a phone
Widow
call.
Goodstein.
Call the Little People of America or the other organization that they want to donate to and find out what we can do to actually have a Hank something or other. I don't know if they give out scholarships or whatever they do, but we're going to have a Hank something.
What do you
An
like?
AA program.
Read the sign. Guys, put the camera on the sign.
God,
Howard, read that sign. The Rock remembers who?
The dwarf.
The draft.
No, hold on. It's the guy in front of... Look.
The dwarf.
The draw.
This is one of our affiliates out.
WCCC, our affiliate in Hartford.
Look at that.
The Rock of Hartford remembers the dwarf. Have one on...
It's spelled wrong.
They spelled it wrong.
Oh, the dwarf. DRAWF. The Rock. That's our Hartford affiliate. They can't spell dwarf. They transpose the R and the W.
You know what? I think that's how somebody phonetically wrote it.
The dwarf.
Yo, The Rock remembers the dwarf.
A lot of the emails have dwarf. D-O-R-F. People spell.
Dwarf.
Let's go to Tom, who's on the phone. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, Howard, what's going on, buddy? Listen, I was at the shrine yesterday, and I want to tell you how much of an a-hole Cabby is. He was making a mockery of Hank the Angry Dwarf, and I just thought it was, not right. He's had his hand out, like, hang loose, like he's dead, right in front of the camera, taking pictures like it was a joke. I felt bad for High Pitch.
Well, Cabby should not do that.
It's not right. It's not right.
Everybody is treating this as a joke, but it is not. Hank is gone.
Cabby was pretty brutal to...
He was an a-hole, I thought.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say something to him.
Yeah, it wasn't right. And, we had a crowd of people outside of Benihana. Everybody just wanted to see Hank the Angry Dwarf and pay their respects. And this guy's acting like a jerk.
Well, I'm going to tell you... I'm going to tell you something I haven't said on the air.
Okay.
I was trying to obtain rights to Hank's body. I'm not joking. So that we could parade him through the streets of New York.
Give him the proper burial.
And give him a burial that is bigger than Alia's.
Befitting the stature of a Hank the Angry Dwarf.
Now, I'm not lying. That's what I was trying to do, but out of respect to the family, I am not doing this.
Eric needs to have some balls and knock Cabby out.
Thank you. Widow Goodstein, I'm sorry Cabby was making a mockery.
He came up to me today and he seemed sincere, but we all know he's full of crap.
What did he say to you?
He said, I'm sorry for your loss, but then he probably walked away and was laughing. Or
sorry for your loss. Katie Cabby 2 to 6. Body Solutions. Let me show my nut.
I mean, so hearing that, obviously he wasn't too...
My nut's bigger than that.
Have you been able to have sex yet?
With myself? Or
no, really. Have you been able to have sex?
No.
Really?
No.
You haven't had sex?
You're in too much grief.
He's sitting shit.
Not even with yourself?
No, because he's been married now over a year.
Do we have to go to Doug's apartment for a Shiva visit? To cover the mirrors and stuff?
No, but seriously, you haven't had sex?
No.
Why?
Just
not
on my mind right now. It's only been 2 days.
When do you think you'll go back?
Hopefully very soon.
How long does it take?
What does Marlo think, your wife, that you haven't had sex in 2 days?
She's bummed out, too. I mean, I don't know. I've been exhausted, so it's not on my mind.
Doing?
Will you wait till after the funeral to have sex?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Wow. That's Saturday.
Yeah.
Wow.
You think with all the stress you're under, your wife would give you a little oral.
Yeah.
Somebody ought to commit to Widow
Goodstein.
Sometimes sex, you know what?
It's not like I don't have the drive for it. It's just...
I'm going to tell you something.
Exhausted.
You might want to try sex, and I'll tell you why.
It's a guilt issue, I think.
I spoke to somebody who told me, after a close relative died, that they went and slept with a stranger. This is a woman. Now, someone they kind of knew.
Should I try that?
No.
Oh. You wish.
And what it is that, and I understand it. Now, bear with me. I'm not making a joke. When someone dies, that's a very primitive sort of thing in us that we begin to grieve, we cry, whatever it is that we go through. There's also other primitive instincts that sort of kick in.
Sometimes grief can turn into
like a primal.
Yeah.
And sometimes the primitive act of having sex, effing, literally kicks in and makes you feel better.
It is not unheard of.
That would make sense.
It helps. It helps.
I'll try that.
Yeah. What do you think I did as soon as I heard Hank was gone?
What haven't you done?
You went around the corner, grabbed a stranger, banged her?
Hank is dead. Call a whore.
Call a whore.
He kept telling himself over and over again.
The whole family was mourning the loss.
But you feel guilty, Howard? Because I remember, like, if my aunt died or something, I'd like, and I wanted to pledge to myself, but I thought it wasn't right.
Nah, that's the guilt that religion lays on you.
Right.
What Doug is going through is he just literally cannot even function. He's so distraught. He can't get it together. But he will. Time will go. You'll do it.
I'm doing all right.
You spent the evening crying?
I cried last night.
And what brings you to cry? You know,
I was in the office alone. It was like no one else was around. I just started reading the emails, and I just opened one after another, and they were just
an email from a stranger.
It doesn't seem real. It doesn't seem real.
I'm alone, crying in front of the computer.
I'm glad I'm causing you guys.
So you know, Doug, the toughest part's coming because
I wasn't like bawling. My eyes teared up and tears fell out of my eyes. Big deal.
The toughest part's coming because right now you have all the attention, all your friends are there, but in a week after the funeral's over,
no, I'll be fine. I'm not
You'll be all alone.
going to commit myself.
That's the real
I'll be
problem.
Fine.
You have to
think
about
the shock is. I'm not over the initial shock.
His torture is over. You think about that.
It's a happy time.
Let Artie cheer up.
You know what's going to be hard on Saturday?
He's probably way happy.
But that's what people would have said about you if you'd have died when you went into jail.
And they'd be right.
Can we put a video camera just on Doug at the funeral, like just on Doug's face?
Right, yeah.
I'm waiting for the torture to end.
Well, anyway,
I'm just thinking about the Hank story, you know, where we have the Widow Goodstein sitting at the computer remembering Hank, and then you see Hank's story unfold.
Hey, maybe we should produce that and just all play ourselves.
Double A, you're on the air.
Hey, Hal, what's going on? Listen, so sorry about Hank's loss and all that. He was my favorite whack pack. I just want to say, Robin, I always said it, you're a goddess, and you're proving it once again by doing that for the Millionaire Show. Yeah. You're a goddess. I always said you were, and I think that's awesome that you're doing that.
Well, this is going to win you a lot of fans, Robin. I wish I could do something.
I was always a big fan, but she's just proven it once again that she's a goddess.
I think she's doing it to show me up. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Is Robin blowing up the puppets?
At least it's not out of anybody's pocket. It's millionaire money.
Right. Okay, we got to do a little bit of news. It's actually 20 of 11 here in New York, and I must do some news because there's a lot. I have to go out.
You have to go more than Hank.
No, I have to go out and have the rest of my life.
You have to have more sex because Hank is dead.
Yeah, that's how I'm dealing with it. I am. Don't put me down.
All right, it makes you feel better. That's
good.
Oh, dear. Everybody grieve in their own way.
I wish somebody I know would die so I could get laid.
Well, guys, sit here. Doug, maybe it'll help you if you sit in for the news, and Stuttering John and Gary, and with Artie Lange, who is so overwrought.
I really think he's in a better place. I do. I think he's happy.
Artie has come to terms with the whole thing.
Right.
Artie's a master of the serious voice when talking about death. I think he's in a better place.
You know,
I think that Hank is in a better place right now. Widow, and I think his torture's finally over, and you can have sex and begin the torture.
Oh, dear.
Somebody put a Salvador Dali mustache on Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, look at that.
Yeah.
Hank once told me how much he loved Doug and how much
he did, yeah,
and how much Doug really meant to him, and he really trusted Doug.
It was weird to see the two of them together because at times it seemed like friendly, but at other times it almost seemed like father-son just because of Hank's size.
Right.
Because you had to tell Hank what to do.
He was saying how Doug is his best friend, and
where's the way?
John is just so completely insincere.
You're so transparent, you prick.
Yeah, he's trying to make it.
He never said that.
No kidding.
Right. It's horrible.
No kidding.
Sorry, Doug.
It's okay. Thank you.
I loved Hank, Doug. He was a good guy.
I know. There he is. Look who's there.
Oh, Crazy Cabbie there to
Crazy Cabbie's out by the memorial.
Make a mockery of
But you know what? I got my car back, yeah.
That's right.
New York's finest.
Oh, hello? Are you down there making a mockery of Hank? Are you antagonizing people?
You know, I thought about peeing on the thing. You know, there's like...
Oh, come on.
That's horrible.
Really?
Don't you dare. Don't.
Why not? He was pissed drunk all the time.
That's not right.
Look, he's even got his zipper down. He was serious.
Why is Cabbie so angry at Hank?
I'm not angry. The guy got what he wanted. He drank himself to death. How does that make me angry? What am I supposed... I didn't know the guy. I mean,
he had a disease.
Well, so what? A lot of people have a disease, and I have a disease.
Will you be giving the eulogy?
Why go down there and yell at people who are trying to pay tribute to Hank?
I'm not yelling at anybody.
You're antagonizing him.
There's AA medallions down here. Yeah, like that helped him.
Cabbie going to give the eulogy to the grieving family.
He got what he wanted. Well, no, I mean, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, look at it. The guy drank. He never stopped. You know, you call it a disease. Millions of people live with the disease every day. I live in Copeland.
Yeah, all right. We're sad that Hank's gone.
In some ways, Hank is truer to himself.
You think it's funny?
Yeah, I think it's funny.
Cabby, I think this is your way of pretending this is not you.
Maybe that's it. Maybe it's my healing
It's a
process.
defense mechanism.
Deflection.
I'm healing, Robin. I'm healing right here in the house.
All right, listen, Cabby, out of respect to Hank, you should not be down there next to the Hank Memorial.
Howard, honest to God, I just came from getting my car untowed thanks to New York's Finest.
Right.
I got about 5 tickets, but whatever. My car's on impound. And I was walking to work. I didn't even know what...
All right.
I mean, High-Pitch Eric is sitting here bloated like a stuck whale on the beach.
Oh, please.
It's disturbing. Look at it.
It's a close competition.
All right, Cabby, thank you.
Hey, Howard?
Yeah.
Don't forget to listen to the Kane Show on New York's K-Rock, New Rock Radio, 2 to 6, baby. Kane and Cabby.
Okay, there he is.
And I'll drink one for Hank after I leave here.
That's touching.
All right, we got to do a little news.
Could he put more disturbing stuff on his body?
Yeah, the thing that's crawling up his neck is freaking me out.
Well, it's the number 3, but it looks like the number 5.
But then there's something. Is that the 3 that looks like a flag?
It does look like a 5.
Yeah. It is a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a 3.
What does it do?
What does it do?
What does it mean?
It's how many inputs
it signifies. It signifies. Yeah, I'm not afraid of my sexuality.
We are. All right, Cabby. Thanks, man.
Anal sex rules.
With hairy men.
Well, all right.
This guy got an endorsement deal. I can't get one.
What is your problem?
Yeah.
Man.
7-Eleven has a problem with you.
I know. Anal sex rules. Let's have him be the spokesperson.
Get that Cabby guy.
I have a couple of beers. I can't tell kids to have a Slurpee.
Well, let's move ahead and see what happens in the news, Robin. We're really running out of time.
I'm sitting here wondering, who do you feel worse for, Hank or Jay?
Something that looked real good.
Oh, my God.
Artie described to me what it was. Tell everyone what you were eating.
I was eating McDonald's newest sandwich, the McGriddle.
Yeah, you know, I'm no fan of McDonald's because they've always treated me like a scumbag douchehead my entire career. They didn't want to advertise on my show because I'm bad or somehow.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, the entire industry has been revolutionized by me. And
they probably advertise on every clone.
Yeah, they advertise everywhere else but me. You know, and they always burned my ass. Even... Like early on in my career, they started canceling their buys like when I was on in Detroit.
Right.
And let me tell you something. When you get first hired at a radio station and, you know, you're not the guy you are today, boy, these stations here, McDonald's is canceling. You're screwed.
Yeah, that is not a good thing.
Oh, my God. I mean, because they spend a lot of money on useless advertising. They don't even care if their advertising works.
Really need advertising.
Yeah.
You know how much they dislike you? McDonald's, there was a time where there was they weren't allowed to advertise within an hour of the show.
Yeah.
So the show would end, and then the first commercial couldn't run until an hour after the show was over.
Yeah. One accidentally once ran in my show because I went over.
Right.
So one of their commercials ran over. And it was like, they called the station and said, what happened? They go, oh, we didn't realize it was a scheduling error. And they go, well, from now on, no commercials, even within an hour of the time he's off.
This is a company that's probably responsible for 20,000 heart attacks, if you think about it.
20,000?
Yeah, I mean, they've wiped out whole communities.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm afraid, because I'm the first generation that really grew up on McDonald's. I'm afraid when we all turn 50, it's just going to...
You won't. You won't turn 50.
Big Mac disease that we don't know about that's just going to kill us all.
Well, you had to see this sandwich. Artie was... How'd you get a hold of that sandwich?
Well... DePace heard about it, and him and a few guys from E went out and grabbed a bunch of them.
What, was it a debut yesterday?
I don't know what it was, but they just assumed...
What is the McGriddle? To tell them.
When I tell you this, it's probably not a great commercial. It's probably going to be bad to most people.
It looked great, though. I got to say, it looked great.
You thought that looked good?
I wanted to bite into that.
Here's what it is. It's a sausage patty. You can get it with bacon, too.
Mm-hmm.
Sausage patty, eggs, and cheese.
Right.
On a sandwich. But the sandwich, instead of bread, are 2 little pancake patties with maple syrup cooked into the patties.
Right. So when you bite into
syrup... So when you bite into it, the syrup drips down...
It does?
Like Russian dressing on a sandwich.
Oh, my God.
It was making me mental
and
watching it.
And the syrup kind of drips into the sausage and the egg, and it all mixes together.
You like that?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that.
Well, I'm sitting there watching Artie eat it. It looked awful.
Yeah,
It
well,
really
not to me it didn't.
I mean...
First of all, it looked hard, it looked cold, it looked a whole bunch of things.
Can't they build like a chocolate shake right into the sandwich? I mean, it's like they're building stuff in.
Pretty soon, you'll just bite into everything and it'll ooze.
I like the comment. I was a guy, you know White Castle hamburgers?
Yeah.
I would go there and get...
I love those.
I would get double cheeseburgers, and I would put French fries on it. Like, I'd take the bun off and put the fries on the cheeseburger.
Let me ask you something. And then would you order a new side of fries to go with your fry sandwich?
Yeah, because I can only get about... I can only get about 5 or 6 French fries on the burger, so while you're eating the burger with fries, you have fries to wash it down.
So, essentially, what you're saying is you'd like every meal to be between the bread. Everything.
Artie doesn't want to work real hard while he's eating and have to lift separate fries into his mouth.
Or drinks or syrup.
Yeah, I don't like complicated food. I mean, a sandwich, the whole concept of a sandwich is an amazing idea.
Getting everything built into one.
Right. So this, I must say that DePace had one, too. I don't know if Brian Phelan had one, but...
What do you give the sandwich on a scale of 1 to 10? Is there anything wrong with it?
I'll give the one I had a 7.
Why?
And the reason it's not a 10, and Scott will attest to this, too, sometimes at McDonald's, you don't get a fresh sandwich. You get stuff that's under a heat lamp for a while.
Right.
And we got it towards the tail end of breakfast. This had to be under a heat lamp for a couple of hours. So Robin's actually right. It wasn't as fresh.
That's what I said. It didn't look like it was supposed to be eaten.
Yeah, but
it looked like display food.
But this thing right off the assembly line, fresh, I'd say, is as close to a perfect bad breakfast sandwich as there is.
Wow.
It might be a 10 right off the line.
I know. I got to tell you, I was looking at this thing. My mouth was watering.
I saw you looking at him.
I was like, look at that pancakes,
You've
syrup,
got a lot of imagination.
eggs, bacon. Oh my God. What was going on?
Is it very big? It didn't look very...
You could eat it.
Wait, by the time you saw it, it was small.
Oh, okay. He had eaten it for a while.
That's what I had for breakfast. I had that and a Coke.
Oh, wonderful.
The Coke thing I don't get. Why not coffee?
I just love Coca-Cola.
What about coffee with a breakfast like that? That'd be nice.
I have coffee sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you're addicted to Coke.
I do. I love Coca-Cola.
How many Cokes do you drink in a day now? 8?
It varies from anywhere from 6 to 8.
Not the Diet Coke, real Coke.
No, regular Coke.
Wow.
I tried Diet Coke.
That's probably 3,500 calories right there.
I tried Diet Coke. I tried weaning myself off regular Coke by mixing Diet with regular.
Yeah.
I just hate it.
Right. You would never drink water or something like that.
Well, water. I mean, after a sandwich like that, after a sandwich like that, I drank water all day.
Did you?
Because it's salty.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, so there you go.
So I'm getting my good stuff in there.
The thing I really love about it is that McDonald's has stamped its logo in the top of the griddle cake.
McDonald's logo.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. The McDonald's logo is in the pancake.
McGriddle.
On both pancakes or just one?
Just the one on top.
Wow. How do they do that?
I don't know.
Like, how do they not confuse that?
It's some sort of technology they've perfected.
I'm surprised both griddle cakes. Like, every griddle cake would just have the McDonald's logo in it, and then you just slap the two together. How do you get the foreigners to know how to assemble that?
Right, that must be an extra day of training.
Yeah, and Hamburglar you.
I must say, though, I'd love to go to a real, like, I don't know, IHOP never figured out baking the syrup into the pancake. That's sort of a unique...
Because they've become complacent.
What an innovation.
Yeah.
Yeah, IHOP just makes money no matter what. They don't need it.
Yeah, they're resting on their laurels.
See, I like IHOP because they give you a nice big pancake.
Oh, IHOP is great, too.
Yeah, I like that. You can get like a real breakfast there.
You can't beat a great breakfast. You know, if you're away somewhere, like at some hotel, and they got that, you know, that breakfast in the morning, you just go down and just a buffet.
Pancake. Will you ever eat like pancakes and bread?
Yes.
You will.
So you'll hit the Danish as well as the pancake.
Me and Dana were at this hotel in Phoenix last weekend, as a matter of fact, and they had a huge Sunday buffet. So I got up, I got the paper. I could read any sports section, you know, just the Phoenix Sun, whatever the hell it was. And I got pancakes with sausage, bacon, Rice Krispies, toast, and eggs.
Wow. Well, you know, you're supposed to start your morning off with a big breakfast.
Oh, God, it was so good.
Is Dana repulsed when you eat?
She gets like a grapefruit, and there's no room on the table for her grapefruit. And because I got the paper spread out, and she's just like, I'm just trying to have a grapefruit. What are you doing?
A grapefruit.
You got to sit at another table.
I'm like, go sit over there.
You have toast with pancakes?
Yeah, I have, but not on purpose.
So my parents used to yell at me when I was a kid, and I would do that. They'd say, it's two breads.
It is too much.
And my parents would be like, you don't get bread with pancakes. And I go, well, why not?
Yeah. Artie's acting like it's an accident. That's no accident.
You know what I've actually done is I've actually sopped up the syrup from the pancakes with bread.
Oh, there you go. It almost turns itself into a pancake in that circumstance.
I just love a big breakfast like that. And on a Sunday, you could cheat a little bit.
Sure. Absolutely. When you're in a hotel and you've worked hard, you've been drinking all night.
How do you tell it's Sunday with you?
There's constantly something going into that mouth. You ever see the movie Fatso with Dom DeLuise?
Yeah.
Somebody sent me a copy of it the other day. Said, remake that with Artie. I said, he'd be good for it.
Oh, my goodness.
How many, you saw that sandwich I was eating yesterday.
Yeah.
How many calories in a McGriddle, would you think?
1,800? It's got to be. The syrup.
You might be right.
The pancakes, the
eggs,
the bacon.
The sausage.
Gotta be.
Cheese.
Gotta be at least 1,000.
Yeah. That's a lot.
I guess they don't tell you for a reason.
Because the syrup is all sugar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's good, though.
Yeah, it was good.
Casey, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, how you doing? I do marketing for IHOP, and, Artie was talking about how they can't get the syrup inside the pancake, but they did come out with something that you would love, which is something called stuffed French toast, where they put cream cheese in the middle of their French toast.
Oh, my God.
Ooh. Is it warm cream cheese?
Good.
Is it warm?
Good. I go on these marketing trips where I talk about advertising with these guys, and then they bring us to their, to the different restaurants in a different market, and they tell us, okay, order something because we want to see the presentation of it. So we're just ordering something for one bite, and they come out with like steak omelets and things like that, and they did an analysis on the steak omelets, like 75,000 calories, 2,400 grams of fat.
How many calories?
We love it.
How many calories is French toast with cream cheese in the middle?
I don't know. That's got to be a lot, though. But nothing for an Artie diet, right?
Yeah, he doesn't care. What about the cream cheese? Is it warm in the center, or is it just like?
Oh yeah. They make the French toast, and they put the cream cheese, right in the middle while it's on the grill. They put the other piece on top.
Oh.
And it's nice and melting. It's no joke.
Is that how they do it? They make like a sandwich with the two pieces of French toast.
Yep.
Oh, that's how I was saying maybe they inject the cream cheese.
Right, inside the French toast.
I guess it's a little simpler than I thought.
Yeah.
All right, here's some information. There are 450 calories in a McGriddle sandwich. That's not so bad.
But Artie's not going to stop at just one. He said that was a little small for him.
It's one of those things, I don't know what McDonald's puts in these things. You can't eat just one of any of their sandwiches. There's some sort of unhealthy component that makes you want to keep eating it.
23 grams of fat.
Ooh.
8 grams of saturated fat. I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Fred?
That means if you take the 23 grams, 8 of it is saturated. That it's within that 23.
You could put a valve in his heart and just shut the blood.
What is saturated fat?
Saturated fat is the stuff that they say clogs your arteries.
Oh.
That's the bad
bad stuff.
1,270 milligrams of sodium.
Oh, that's good for you, too.
Walk out and have a heart attack. Has anybody actually had a heart attack in McDonald's while they're eating?
I probably.
Yeah.
These people become immune to it.
And 43 carbs.
Well, last week I meant to get around to this, but the fast food industry was up in Washington, or down in Washington, lobbying Congress to protect them from people who want to be able to sue them for getting fat.
Yeah, well, I'm with them on that. I mean,
I am too, but I just thought, isn't that interesting that they're trying to make sure they get legislation to make sure it's not possible.
We want to be like a free society. We want to have people make their own decisions. If you want to eat fattening food, use your head. I mean, you know it's fattening. Who are you kidding? Unless you're retarded. I
mean, what you guys don't realize about me is I actually exhibit a lot of self-control. Like, every time you see me not eating, I'm trying desperately not to eat. Like, if I just ate whatever I wanted to, I would be 400 pounds. I mean, the only reason I'm
so would I. But so would anybody, Artie.
No, but you think I eat out of control now. I really don't.
Right, you're watching yourself.
I am.
Right. In a weird way.
In a weird way, I'm watching.
Like after you eat a bag of Milanos, you could eat another bag.
Exactly.
But you don't.
I don't.
And he stopped at one McGriddle, I guess, yesterday.
Yeah, I just had one McGriddle.
Yeah. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, Howard, I wanted to let you know that McDonald's owns a company called Chipotle, and they really try and keep the wraps on it because it's like a healthy alternative to the fast food. It's a big burrito place.
Yeah.
And they accept advertising down here on your show.
Oh, good. Well, they should. I mean, it's
they
so
really disguise themselves.
It's just ludicrous that they think that they shouldn't advertise on my show when most of the people who eat at McDonald's probably listen to this show.
Absolutely.
It's hypocritical. It's like, well, what's wrong with our show exactly? I mean, it's been around for 20 years. People enjoy it.
But I've always said, people who really have things to hide can't advertise on this show.
Yeah. Oh, no, they can.
No. You can be up front and say, I'm a strip joint, but you can't be McDonald's or Coke and advertise on this show.
Yeah, for some reason.
Well, I love the show, and I go to Chipotle 3-4 times a week, and...
There you go.
I mean, it's perfect, and you guys are so fantastic, and you're delicious.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I got a note here. Artie wanted 2 McGriddles yesterday. If somebody knows something, come in and say it. I guess it's John.
I did want 2 McGriddles.
What happened?
There was only one for me. I didn't order it. Scott figured I'd want one, so he was nice enough to get me one.
And then you wanted another one.
And that was like heroin, you know.
Yeah.
I went over just for the moment, and I decided to buy a couple for people, and my phone was ringing off the hook. Artie wanted 2 of them.
Artie, how did you get word that...
I found Robin Radzinski let it out that the pace had gone to McDonald's. So I was like, you're kidding me. And I said, call him. So Robin...
You're like a dude with a hot chick.
So Robin got on her cell phone, and she tried ringing him, but his phone rang in the studio. He left it here.
Oh.
So I was like, because I wanted another Coke and...
2 Coke.
Yeah.
And 2
And I was going to get a regular sausage and egg biscuit.
So when he came back with only 1 McGriddle, were you, like, really bummed?
I was into it, but when I got halfway through it, I said, I'm going to want another one.
Yeah.
And when I ate it and finished it, it was really sort of that, it's like when you run out of Coke.
Yeah.
When you run out of cocaine and you're like, you're real depressed. But, Scott, how could you not take your cell phone to McDonald's?
It was running real quick and back. I mean,
Don't you know there could be emergency calls?
Yeah, right.
You're able to eat that stuff and not get fat?
I'm a little overweight, but, you know.
A little?
All right, a little.
Wait, that's your breakfast? You had 1 McGriddle?
No, I had scrambled eggs for breakfast yesterday.
Oh.
And then for some reason at 9:30, I was like, you know what? I'm getting a damn McGriddle because I wanted to try them.
Right.
That advertising works.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
It's Ken. How you doing? I talked to you last week about your Viking barbecue.
Yeah, I was going to buy one from you. I know another guy who needed a barbecue. I was going to buy one. I lost your number, so I got it from someone else.
Oh, nice.
What can I left it here in the studio, and then I couldn't find it.
Let me give you my number again. First of all, it's 201-837-2078.
Yeah, I know, but it's too late now.
Well, somebody else is going to need one.
Give me again.
201.
Yeah.
837-2078. That's All Make Appliance. We're in Teaneck, New Jersey. But
What's your name?
I heard yesterday that you were having a problem with lighting your rotisserie.
It just seems to me if you spend $6,000 on a barbecue unit that, it's about $4,000 for the barbecue and then about another $1,600 for the stand. It's like, well, geez, the rotisserie should work right away.
Well, let me ask you a question. You know, it doesn't explain it as well in the instructions, but when you turn the rotisserie on, you need to push the knob in and hold it in while you light it.
Yeah, I don't know.
And after you light it, you got to hold it for another 30 seconds so it stays lit. Most people don't know that you have to actually push the knob in to set it, to light it. So if you just turn it to where it says light and push the button, it will not light. You have to push the knob in and hold it in.
For $6,000, someone should come over and light it for me.
Well, I'll do that.
All right, thanks, brother.
I can show you.
No, I had the guy's coming over to fix mine this week, so.
Does that sound like what you were doing?
Yeah, I got something legitimately wrong with mine, and one of my burners is blowing out gas too much, and it's a whole thing going on.
It's unusual because it's a pretty good piece of machinery. We sell hundreds of them, and I never had anybody have a problem with it.
Guess who has a problem? I seem to have a problem with everything I own.
Yeah, he's never gotten anything that actually works.
Yeah, I never get anything that actually turn on and just works. But thank you. I'll call you if I get another one of these.
Well, if you have a problem, let me know.
What do you sell them for?
Oh, yeah, they're pretty close to that same price in the $4,500 range.
And then
By the way, I'm sending you a package that has a grill brush and some special things in it to clean the grill with it. I told you last week I would do that. So
all right. Thanks, bro.
I'm going to send you your grill equipment.
All right, Ken.
Okay, take care.
That's Ken.
I'm sure Viking's happy that the one guy who has a problem happens to host the biggest radio show ever.
Yeah, I was pissed, too, because they called up and said, send me a new one, because this one is defective. And they went, no, we'll come over and fix it. I said, it should work right away. I shouldn't have to call you guys for like 2 years.
Of course.
Right, it's brand new.
Yeah. The cart is like $1,600.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the thing it sits on.
That's the thing it sits on. It's a beautiful cart. It's got, you got storage at the wazoo.
Well, wait a minute.
It's like a portable kitchen.
$1,600?
Yeah, because this thing is huge. It's on wheels. You got to get the cart. You got no choice unless you got a built-in unit.
Yeah, but I mean, that's like...
That's major
holding
bucks.
you up with a gun.
Yeah. It's an expensive item.
You got to have the cart, so they charge you $1,600.
And every time I don't use the grill because it's not working, I get pissed because I'm like, wait a second. How am I going to amortize the cost of
That's
this?
right. That's money you're not making.
That's right. And I get angry. Well, boy, when it's working, it's a good machine. You could barbecue your shoe and it would taste good. Yeah. Dennis, what's up, buddy?
Yeah. Hey, Howard.
Hey.
I got a question.
Sure.
Do you pleasure yourself anymore?
I am happy to say I haven't had to spank my monkey for, like, I don't know when the last time I did it. I don't even can think of one.
Probably when Beth was away.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the only time I do it.
I mean, you have nothing in common anymore.
No, hey, don't worry about it, dude.
I stop listening then.
I spanked many, many years. Be happy for me. I'm not spanking.
I am happy for you, Howard.
Thanks.
The show's been great.
Thanks.
And, you know, Howard, you know how you got praise for staying on the air during 9/11?
Yeah, I don't even understand that.
No, you know what? You should have got praise for being on the day after. I thought you were going to take a month off like Letterman and Leno. It was an amazing broadcast. He got me through it. Thank you.
Well, thank you. I was just doing my job. Thank you.
Yeah, but he makes a point because Letterman got such big articles when he finally did come back and he taught us how to laugh again.
Yeah. I don't know. I assumed we needed to laugh the next day.
Right away.
Yeah, right. Man, I couldn't believe me. I couldn't believe the articles about how brave these guys were coming back on the air and knowing the right time to come back. And I'm like, the right time to be on the air was through the whole thing.
Yeah. Where were you when we needed you?
Yeah, like, why not be there and talk to people? What a great opportunity to communicate with people. You got this big medium. You got a television audience. Get on and talk about your feelings. Oh, please, don't even get me started. And then the newspapers, what a great guy. He came back. I came back. I've been here.
What about me?
That's why radio never gets any credit.
Yeah.
When that happened, I was still working part-time here, and I was scheduled for September 12th, and I figured you'd definitely take off. But then when you were on, I said, oh, God, I don't want them to think I'm a slacker.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. Everyone who worked in New York got their ass out of Manhattan, went to their summer homes. I'm sure Letterman was in Connecticut right after the second 9/11 happened. He was nowhere near New York.
Yeah, they beat a hasty retreat.
I live here. I'm not abandoning my city. And plus I had no other place to go.
No recourse.
Yeah, but I mean, I wasn't going to abandon my job then. That's when people actually need you to be on the air and say, hey, calm down. But then when the newspapers go, he's back. Jay Leno's back. It's a big deal. Who cares if Jay Leno's back? Jay Leno lives in California. He never should have been gone.
Yeah, what was he doing?
What is he doing taking off?
Where'd he go? Mexico?
9/11. Yeah. I don't know. I think a lot of people in this country handled 9/11 wrong. People in the media. They can't broadcast. They can't broadcast because they're afraid to come into Manhattan. Let's be honest. And then when they thought everything was cool, they came back. Okay, let's go to Bill.
Good morning, Howard.
Hey, brother.
What's up with your buddy John Stamos doing these Alf commercials?
The phone commercial, I saw it.
Is he's not with Alf, is he?
He's
not
doing
Alf.
the same thing, 10-10 commercials, right?
Right.
He's doing a 10-10 commercial? What's wrong with doing a commercial?
I don't know. It just seems like his career went downhill.
Well, you know something? I'm sure his career is not at the same level it was when he was on Full House, but the guy wants to do a commercial. I tell you, I see a lot of these celebrities, A-list celebrities. They will not do a commercial here, but they'll do it in Japan and in Europe.
Unless it's just a voice, because they do tons of voiceover work.
And for some reason, it's some sort of, like, negative thing if somebody who has a career in show business does a commercial. And I'm like, why is that, why are they willing to do it in Japan and Europe, but they don't want to be seen in America doing a commercial? Like, why are they such hypocrites? Why is it also it's okay to use my voice here, but not my face? Yeah, it's weird. And it's like, I want to say, I would do a commercial. Nobody's asking me, but I would do one.
The only person doing it is Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Yeah, she's smart. Why not? They pay a fortune.
One more thing, Howard.
I mean, who cares if you do a commercial? I don't know. I guess they think it reduces their value.
Yeah, they're worried about their face being overexposed in, like, North America, so people won't go see their movies.
You also wonder, but why do they need the money?
Oh, there's never enough money.
You're getting $20 million a film.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
Even Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise do commercials.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, my God, you mean all I got to do is read this piece of paper and they're going to pay me another $1 million? I mean, come on. Who wouldn't do it?
And Michael Douglas goes into a studio and reads car commercials.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Howard.
I could read a car commercial. I'm the one guy willing. I'd be happy, proud. I'll be on.
You didn't even put your face up.
I'd go on Letterman and promote my commercial. I would love to be the McGriddle spokesperson. Imagine a juicy, delicious pancake filled with syrup. And then the good down-home flavor of sausage and eggs. Oh. Let's add a little cheese to the mix. McDonald's, bringing it home to you.
Wow, that was great.
75,000 of the best calories you'll ever taste.
These calories go down easy. You don't even have to chew.
Early in the morning on the farm, Grandpa wakes up and actually goes and gets the chickens and gets the eggs. Grandma makes the bacon, while Aunt Sissy makes the pancakes on the griddle. Those days may be gone. But at McDonald's, we have it all in one sandwich. McGriddle.
That was fantastic.
Come on. Pay me my $1 million, goddammit.
That was impressive.
What, I'm so controversial? That was a fantastic commercial. What is it, brother?
I was wondering, what's going on with the sweet...
Of the Titans are, the idiots, Elegant Elliot and Baba Booey.
Have the stipulation. Just give us the stipulation. We don't care.
You know, Gary Delabounty.
Are we going to
listen, Chipmunk. Chipmunk, you sound better when you're quiet, Chipmunk.
Oh,
Chimpanzee, you sound better when you're quiet.
You are a cross-dresser, you moron.
Now, genius.
The Howard Stern Show.
This series is found in almost all public libraries.
All right, very good. All right, very good.
No.
All right, now listen to it.
No.
Howard Stern.
Yeah, I like that. I was just talking about this Spike Lee lawsuit against Spike Television, which is still calling themselves TNN because the judge...
Yeah, he has a restraining order against the Spike TV.
But Spike, they told him he had to put up $500,000 originally because if this ended up costing TNN money, and Spike Lee is wrong, he owes them money. And now the judge is saying, Spike Lee, you have to put up $2.5 million. Because if you've cost these guys $25 million, you're going to have to give them $2.5 million. So I think Spike Lee will stop the lawsuit, and he should. The Spike TV has nothing to do with Spike Lee. I never even thought of Spike Lee.
Right.
You're not going to believe this. During the commercials, McDonald's sent over 2 huge shopping bags full of McGriddles and hash browns.
But how dare they?
Because they loved our conversation yesterday on the air about McDonald's.
Buy some commercials.
I know. Artie, you are attacking that bag like it's... Aren't you kind of shocked?
I'm protesting, Artie. Don't stop eating.
Yeah. Aren't you kind of shocked they love the conversation? I was complaining that McDonald's...
Yeah, how bad could we have been?
His fattening has like 10 million calories.
Yeah, we just exposed it for everything it was, but you said it sounded good.
All I know is Artie eats that McGriddle. I want to die.
Well, I got to see the syrup come out of this pancake.
Give me one of that. I might take a bite of one.
Howard, take a bite of one.
I swear. You know what? But this is funny. You know why McDonald's liked the conversation?
What?
I must have gotten 10 million emails from people going, after you and Artie were talking about McGriddles, I had to go out and buy one.
Are you kidding? No, but they really ought to buy advertising. I don't want free food.
No.
That doesn't mean no good.
I don't think they're ever buying advertising because they think I'm such a bad person.
Well,
I just happen to move product, that's all.
Well, that's what it's about, advertising.
See, Robin, see the pancake?
Some guy wrote me an email, said he went out and got one and hated it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we won't get another bag tomorrow.
Oh, my God, it smells so friggin' good.
Really?
Here's what it is. It's 2 pancakes.
Are they hard or soft?
Soft.
Okay.
The pancakes are injected with syrup.
Yeah, because it looks like the pancakes would be rock hard, but they're soft, huh?
I sort of want to taste this because, like, it's going to be so good.
Which number is that for you, Artie?
This is my second one of the morning.
All right, here it is. These are the 2.
I'm looking at you
it's
now.
2 pancakes. That's, what is that, bacon or sausage?
That's sausage.
I don't even eat sausage.
That's a sausage patty.
Cheese and eggs. And when you bite into the pancake part,
the
syrup injects into your mouth. I want to taste it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna.
What is that?
Oh.
Is it bad?
It's fantastic.
Oh, you're crazy. I hate you. Stop saying that.
Son of a bitch is fantastic.
How good is it?
Oh, my God.
Did you get the spirit of syrup?
Oh, my, you can't miss it. Take a bite. One bite.
No,
you won't die.
I have no desire.
Fred.
It just doesn't even appeal to me at all.
Robin, it goes great with your Master Cleanser.
I'm sure.
You wash it down with your Master Cleanser.
I don't think anything could wash that down.
Holy mackerel.
See, now, I just imagine that coating every vessel you have in
Benji, you want? Really?
What?
Benji doesn't eat bad anymore.
Benji's plenty fat.
What?
All right, can you stop
Benji's
eating?
Gotten such a belly on him lately.
Okay, finish me.
I'll stop. Can I just finish?
I'm helping you.
I'll just finish.
Share with me.
How do you know you won't get something from that bite he took?
McDonald's, we're not falling for this, by the way.
Yeah. This is the last mention.
And could you send over some Cokes?
They didn't send you Coke, Artie?
No.
How dare they?
Right,
They don't know you.
Just to put McDonald's in their place, I'm going to read the hate mail from the guy who blames me for...
And what's in the other bag that doesn't have the McGriddles in it?
Hash browns.
Just hash browns.
Right?
Go with your McGriddle, I guess.
Yeah, hash browns are in the other one.
He can't even get out the words.
His mouth is so full of food.
Wait. Yeah, I got to read this to you. Hold on a sec.
That's all right.
Okay, here we go. I never eat breakfast sandwiches at McDonald's, but I decided to try a McGriddle sandwich yesterday after hearing Artie's approval. That was the worst sandwich I ever had. The sandwich was nothing that Artie said it was.
Oh, really?
I just took a bite. I thought it was pretty good. I'll be honest, it was good.
I mean, come on. How could it not be good? It's just a bunch of bad stuff put together.
All the bad, good stuff.
It'll kill you, but it's good.
You might as well shoot yourself in the head.
Is it very greasy?
What do you think?
Yeah. No, it wasn't like as... Yeah, you know what?
As greasy as you think it is?
My hands are greasy.
See?
Good Lord.
And God knows what that grease is.
Hey, Mike.
Yo, Howard, man, you guys have done the drinking show, right?
No.
Now it's time to do the eating show.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
That's no fun.
Just scoff all kind of junk food.
Yay!
Actually, yes.
Uh-oh.
But I drank both weekend nights.
Howard Stern.
But I didn't.
Exclusive.
But I didn't get drunk either night.
How many drinks?
I only had 2. I went to, first of all, Friday night I went to the new Nobu with Dana. I took her out. I promised her I would do that, which, by the way, is one of the most stunning restaurants I've ever been to in my life.
All right.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Get to the drinking part.
Okay, so I said to her, it's been 93 days, and I think I want to have a drink. I want to try to have a drink tonight. She wasn't thrilled with that.
Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Happy
So it was like good news, bad news. I'm taking you to Nobu, but I'm going to have a drink.
Well, she wasn't thrilled with it, but I had, there's no real story. I had 2 Jack and Waters.
Oh, there's a story.
And then
the 2 Jack and Waters.
2 Jack and Waters. And, which obviously doesn't...
Did it have an effect on you?
Not really. I wasn't drunk.
Right.
I wasn't drunk at all.
Your head didn't hit the table or anything.
Do you think you can handle just having 2 drinks?
Well, that's what I think I was trying to prove to myself.
Right.
But that's all I had for the whole night. I didn't drink anymore.
And did you have a good time?
Look at you.
Wait a minute. The question is, did you have a good time?
You baby gorilla.
You drunken gorilla.
So you had the 2 drinks, and as Robin said, did you have a good time?
Yeah, because, we had a really nice meal, and we talked.
It wasn't good.
Actually, it was. It was fine.
He's being truthful.
I think he's being deceptive.
He was being deceptive there. I saw Ross Zapin.
Yeah, I know.
He came in, and
Mr. America.
He was having a good time as well.
Yeah.
But then after dinner, we just went back to Jersey. So that was that.
No nightcap or anything?
No nightcap at all. 2 drinks.
All right.
And what happened when you went to the shows in Hartford?
Now, if we were had any gray area as to where the fans stand on me drinking or not, we found out what that is. They're for me drinking.
So they would rather see you... See, people say I'm insensitive to you. I don't get it. I don't want to see you drink.
Actually, there was a couple of very, very nice women who made up "Don't Drink Artie" buttons.
Yeah.
They were cute. They were nice. But
so did you already decide now that you had a drink Friday night that you would drink Saturday night?
Maybe that was in my head. But so what happened was I got on stage, and like a few minutes into it, it had to be addressed. It was clear because they wouldn't shut up.
Right.
So what were they doing? Screaming?
Yeah.
And throwing drinks?
Yeah. Well, they were throwing booze up.
It's like if a sex addict was running free in a whorehouse. Yeah.
And but you see, what I did was I limited that to beer. All I did Saturday night was drink beer.
How much beer?
I had about a total of 4 beers.
Do you think it was 4, or do you think it was more like 8?
It was definitely at the most 4 beers. It had to have been, because I wasn't drunk again.
Okay.
But what I did was, when I first took a sip of the beer on stage, and again, you talk about healthy atmospheres.
Yeah.
It might have been like, it was as if Springsteen played Born to Run.
The cheer.
Was it 2 shows you did in Hartford, or
just
one?
Just one. I've never heard cheering that loud in my life, including like the World Series games.
So you're telling me you had 4 beers.
I chugged one of them, though.
Okay.
And on stage, because I'm telling you, they would not shut up.
But let me ask you something.
Fred's moaning. No, Fred's moaning in the back.
This is not good.
But again,
it's a crack in the dam. It's like New Orleans. The levee's
it'll be a
break.
flood.
Again, I didn't get drunk. I limited it to beer, which was, and then we drove home the same night. Richard was with me.
So you couldn't drink anymore.
Well, I wasn't driving or anything, but we drove home the same night and just stopped at a Burger King to eat, so that ended the drinking for me.
I wonder if it really was 4 beers, or if it was like
Howard,
like 7.
I swear on my father. I did not have any more than 2 drinks Friday night and about 4 beers.
All right, now here's the key question. What happens on Sunday during football games?
Nothing.
No drinking?
I had no urge to drink at all.
Really?
Yeah, I was fine yesterday.
That's not the key question. The key question was, when you drank that beer, was it like finding water in the desert?
Well, you know what happened, Rob? The thing is, the night before I had Jack, so it was...
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't, yeah.
So
the Jack was.
Did you, so no drinks on Sunday. Are you still on your medication?
Well, no, the Paxil I had weaned myself off of finally last week. I've been on Paxil in 10 days.
And was that doctor-supervised weaning, or you decided?
No, it was doctor-supervised.
Because someone said to me,
I did it properly.
Your voice sounds more normal today, but the reason I think you sounded so whacked out on Thursday and Friday, and I wish I'd had a camera on you. It was unbelievable.
Was it because I came off the stuff?
I think, and someone said to me, Artie changed his meds. He's got to have. I said, he didn't mention that. He goes, no, that's what happens. You get so whacked out
They changed the meds, and of course you don't realize it, but everyone else, I mean, I never saw anything more bizarre in my life.
You sounded like a different person. We had to check to see if it was you.
And you seem to be back to your own voice again.
Well, I'm a little hoarse from...
no, I don't mean hoarse. I mean, it was like... It was weird.
Really?
Go back and listen to the tape. I bet you'll see.
Well, maybe that's what it was because I had to...
wean.
Yeah, and the doctor said there might be a little effect that it has on you.
So did you tell the doctor you were going to go back to drinking?
No. No.
So will that come up this week?
Of course.
He ain't going this week.
No.
I know Artie Mania.
That's the one part that Dana and my sister made me commit to is therapy, and I don't mind it. It's actually, I love talking to somebody.
Yeah.
You know, if staying in therapy allowed you to drink, you would do it, right?
Well, I don't know.
I would do it.
I don't know what it's going to allow me to do, but I'm finding that where I was cynical about it before, I love talking to somebody.
Right. All right. Well, there you go.
But as far as the fans are concerned, yeah, it was maybe there was 10% who were saying don't, but it was like crazy.
Way to go. Well, listen, you're a grown man. You do what you want.
Exactly.
You can't be influenced by fans.
Well, my question is, though, could he have resisted the pressure of 90% of the audience offering that?
Absolutely not. No.
Hey, you got to get a check. You got to get paid, you know.
All right, well, there it is, the big announcement, a Howard Stern Show exclusive. Artie's back to drinking.
I have no plans on...
Howard Stern exclusive.
I have no plans on going over the top.
Were you planning it the last time?
No, I mean, you know, I needed some time to get my life together, and I was 93 days, by the way.
I saw there was already like 9 million people on the phone ready to bust you and tell me.
Well,
is that what
I wasn't about to try to lie my way out of it.
Wayne, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Howard? Bobhead Bill.
Oh, hey.
How you doing, buddy?
Thought it was Wayne.
Artie, what's good, bro? I knew you changed something the other day. You were sounding kind of bent the other 2 days. What happened?
That's when he changed his medication.
That's probably what happened.
That's enough to do it, man. That's enough to do it. I knew something was a little different, but you know what, Artie? Don't worry about it. You're going to be doing fine, man. A couple of drinks. Just stay off that Jack. As long as Jack's not driving, you'll be all right.
Hey, Gary, do me a favor and flag where Artie just said, I have no plans to do any heavy drinking.
Flag it.
Done.
Yeah, might want to play that.
Artie, take some bongers. You'll be straight.
No, I don't need any of that.
All right, let's go to...
Is it only booze now? You're sticking strictly to booze.
Of course.
Robin, how dare you? How dare you imply that Artie's out of control? Joe, you're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey, now.
Howard, who do you got to fill in for Artie for the next 2 weeks when he's out?
There you go. I got to make a plan now. You see what this does to me? Dave, go ahead.
You have to have a control.
Yeah, I was curious to see what Artie would be like when he was sober, but never got the chance.
You were at the Hartford show?
Yeah. It took him about 5 seconds to grab that beer. And I don't think he had 4 beers, neither.
Really?
By the time he came out the second or third time, he was looking pretty lit up.
Nah, I was not drunk. I definitely wasn't drunk.
Well, you do a good act.
Thank you, buddy.
No problem.
There it is. Go ahead, Mike.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
What's up?
Listen, I was just wondering if Fred smokes pot. I always wondered that.
Fred, do you smoke weed?
No, I do not.
Have you ever?
Yes, I have, when I was in my teens. And then I developed some sort of allergic reaction to it, so I don't do it anymore.
What do you mean? What would happen?
I'd pass out.
Wow.
Pass out?
Yeah, Fred passes out. I seen him drink and pass out.
I have an intolerance to that.
Yeah, strictly heroin now for him.
That's it. It's a nice slow nod.
I used to do heroin, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I actually have to go to rehab today, as a matter of fact.
Good for you.
What are you getting off this time?
For heroin?
It's getting off my show. I just hung up on him. Grim Reaper, you're on the air.
Hey, Artie, how's it going? Listen, I took a wrong turn, but we should be there shortly, okay? So we'll be seeing you in a little bit.
Grim Reaper, I'll see you in a few minutes.
You got it, bro.
All right, let's go to Peter finally. Peter, go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I feel bad that I do a lot of alcoholic counseling, and Artie, you're in deep trouble. You won't know when you're drunk.
Let me ask the guy, what is this 90-day thing with Artie? He thinks if he stays off for 90 days, then he can drink for like 5 years straight or something?
No, that's just an initial period to sort of set yourself a goal and to try to get to 90 days. You need a reference point, and his first live comedy shows was a reference point to see if he could do that sober. He wasn't able to meet that. That's a serious issue. Anything that comes up that's big or major, he has to resort back to the thing he knows best and his escape pattern, which is the drink.
All I know is I got $500 because I have a bet with somebody who doesn't want to be named, and I said Artie would drink it.
Oh, you'll win that bet every time until he enters some serious, not just therapy, because therapy, there's some different motivations there. He needs to get himself into a 12-step program, start going every day, at least. That's why they tell you to go for the first 90 days. And beer, that's just like saying, okay, I'm not going to drink vodka, I'll drink whiskey, or I'll drink wine, or I'll drink beer. It's all the same thing. It's fermented alcohol that affects your brain chemistry.
All right, there you go, counselor. Thank you.
So, Artie, you did everything wrong, is what he said.
Again.
I'm not claiming I did anything right.
Well, there you go. Let's see if there's anybody else who wants to lecture Artie. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, good morning, Howard. Good morning, everybody.
Hey.
I just wanted to tell you, buddy, you're playing Russian roulette. You already pulled the trigger twice, you know what I mean? You drank 2 drinks, and you got a couple more in the chamber till you really do yourself in, Artie. I love you, brother. I hate to see you go down like that. I don't want you being another Chris Farley, you know what I mean?
I think I'll be all right, but thank you.
Yeah, I understand. I hear you. I've been there before, but I really shot myself in the head, too, you know what I mean?
Artie wants to be John Belushi, not Chris Farley.
That's crazy.
I don't want to be either one of them.
Well, welcome, Artie, and...
Now, let me ask you a question, Howard.
Okay.
Thank you. Will you go out drinking with Artie?
Oh, jeez. That would be depressing. Look, I'm not going to sit there and...
Again, I'm an adult, like you said.
Yeah.
No. I'm not asking you anything, Artie. I'm asking Howard.
What do you mean by go out drinking? Like specifically have a date to go drink?
Yeah, would you go and say, all right, Artie, let's go over to Scores and,
Well, I certainly would go to Scores with Artie at any point. I would never sit at Scores and tell Artie not to drink, and I would drink at Scores. So
you're going to just do whatever you would do with Artie, and Artie has to make his decisions himself.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I mean, a person has to be in charge of themselves. I mean, it's funny. I know someone else who struggled with alcoholism, and we were going to have dinner, and everyone was saying, and this was going on for years, if I'm going to dinner, you've got to stop drinking when I'm there. They would control the whole table.
They actually said that?
Yeah, to everyone.
Nobody can drink when they're around.
Right. And finally, everyone said, listen, guess what? The world has alcohol. And you got to either learn to, it's just like me. When I see a big bowl of dessert on the table, I go, well, I could eat that or not. I mean, I would like to.
Everybody else is eating.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm one of those people who believes most lawsuits are phony baloney. Most people don't take responsibility for themselves. Artie's a big boy. He does what he wants.
Well, I know someone who struggles with alcohol, and I was having an event at one point, and I thought, geez, this event is all about drinking. Should I invite that person? I'd really like that person to be there. And finally, I just left it up to that person, and I said, look,
that's it.
How do you feel? And they can handle it. They said, don't even worry about it, and they were there. But they don't have the issue. Everybody else is drinking. They're fine without restricting everyone's abilities.
There's your answer. I agree with that.
Until you stop drinking, though, you don't realize how mainstream drinking is in this country. It's just so the norm at every event for people to be drinking.
But, Artie, most people don't have an addiction.
No, I'm just saying, it really becomes clear to you how, look, at every single event, there's probably going to be booze around,
Artie, may I make a toast this morning to your new healthy drinking? Anyone want to break open a bottle?
Salud.
Let's get started.
So now, wait a minute. You said there were going to be a couple of drinking shows coming up.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe
not.
Maybe better not. Mr. America over there bums me out.
Don't let me affect anything you do.
Right.
I'm the opposite of that guy. I'm like, you can do whatever you want.
Bobo, you're on the air.
Hey, how you doing there, Bobo, man? Hey, Artie, 3 things you got to do. You have to give up the comedy club circuit, all right? If you have a drinking problem or tend to go back to drinking, you can't be around that atmosphere. And B, you got to go into the 12-step program. And C, you got to get a sponsor.
Oh, Bobo, how do you know all this?
I know someone for years that had problems with that.
Would his name be Bobo?
Yeah, it's like if you have a gambling problem, would you go to Atlantic City to see a show and say, well, while I'm there, I'm going to, just see the show? No, you're going to have a gambling problem. You're going to start to gamble.
I do plan on stopping gigging that much, by the way. Definitely the road.
Yeah, it does get you.
But now, all of a sudden, you know, I mean, remember last week when you were promoting, Artie had 2 weekends.
No, I got one more left on the books, and then that's it. I really do plan on either completely stopping or slowing down.
Yeah, Chris, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, I'm telling you, I was at that show on Saturday. It was like watching a crackhead go back to the pipe, man. I felt so bad for the guy. And he's right, though. Everyone's cheering him on, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, don't do this, because you can't have it. The guy, I'm nervous as hell now. He's going to go back. Remember the show, you're going to ruin the show, Artie. Don't get too drunk.
See, I knew there'd be someone in the audience feeling bad, like going, man, this is like watching a guy shoot himself.
Right.
Oh, I thought it was killing me. I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Please, no.
Yeah.
How about this, Artie? Could you fake drinking?
It's almost like I feel like I'm BSing my fans.
Well, that's what I hope, too. I hope that maybe he set that girl up or something.
No. I wouldn't do something like that.
I was like, maybe that's just a fake beer, because maybe he does this every week.
All right. So you actually were there for what we call Ground Zero.
Oh, that place was terrible, too. But by the way, tell him Richard Christie needs a new act, too, man. He wasn't that funny.
I brought Richard up at the end. He's a beginner. He's a beginner, man.
I know. And I felt bad for him, too. Everyone's booing him, but,
No.
Did he whip it out?
He tried.
But, dude, be honest about Richard. When he first came out, the people loved him. It's just that he's not a stand-up. He's he'll take time to get back.
He looked very nervous, though. He's pacing around, but he was good, though. I mean, he's funny, but it's just, you could tell he was out of sorts or something.
I mean, he's got all the moves, like pacing back and forth and stuff, like a real stand-up.
Just no material.
No material, no delivery.
Yeah, it was weak.
He'll get better.
But he got the pacing down.
He'll get better.
You know what? It is impossible to follow Artie, Bob Levy, and Nick DiPaolo. I mean, they're
seasoned guys.
Hey, we love you. I'm sorry, Rich. I just wanted to,
I thought I did all right. I mean,
By the way,
booed off stage.
No, you didn't. Absolutely not. No.
What material did you roll out? Was it the?
Well,
it's dirty.
Yeah, it's.
Hey, is that a new mustache, or have you always had that?
I trimmed it.
Yeah, get rid of that thing.
Really?
You don't like that?
Hey, he looks like the Grim Reaper, dude. I'm telling you.
The mustaches are just like gay. You know what I've been thinking about? I see a guy with a mustache, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, but mine's like...
Why should there be hair in the middle of your face? You know what I mean? Like, what is that?
Well, you think of it tickling a guy's thigh
like you're like grooming it, and I see you cutting it, and it's like, you know what? Just shave. Shave it all off.
I do eat yogurt in the morning, and yogurt gets in there.
Yeah, I mean, and it's like, you know what? What is that? What is a mustache? I used to have one like when I was a 20.
I got to take attention away from my face. My face.
You know what? It's just weird. Get rid of it.
Okay.
Trust me on this.
Right. The 80s called. They want their mustache back. Come on.
Yeah, mustache. I always see these guys with these mustaches, and they're all proud of them. And shave that.
The worst are the guys who actually grow them out and have those. They have to wax the edges and all
those
that.
guys are screaming for attention.
Really?
All I see is a little baby with a bottle when I see that. And they're going, wah, care for me.
In what part of your mind did you figure out that was okay?
Look at me. Please notice. Big mustache, handlebar mustache, waxing it.
What about, didn't Tom Selleck make mustaches cool in the 80s, though?
Guys with mustaches always they don't want to smile because they want to keep their mustache straight, you know? It looks weird when they smile. They won't make weird faces because they have a mustache. And it's like, dude, shave that thing off. They walk around like old Tom Selleck, I'm not going to move my upper lip.
Tom Selleck he's Tom Selleck, though.
Right, Tom Selleck is gorgeous.
He looks good with that.
He's a douche.
You're not going to look anything with a mustache.
No matter what I do.
Tom Selleck.
Hey, last thing, tell him to do some sit-ups, man.
Did he take off his clothes?
Mayor Tom Selleck.
No, man, this guy, he's got such a gut, man.
Well, first of all, the guy goes to the same Chinese restaurant every night. And, Chinese food is the most fattening food. It's got like 50-60% fat.
I get the General Tso's, and it's all breaded and stuff with the rice.
Hey, dude, you're getting to be pregnant.
I know. I look down at it because I take my shirt off. I just walk around in my underwear at home, and I glance at myself in the mirror once in a while, and I'm just disgusted.
Why don't you just cut back to General Tso's and just get some steamed chicken, some broccoli, no?
Well, they also have pineapple chicken chicken that's not breaded, and it's really good.
Get that, at least.
Yeah.
But do you see all that sauce? Get the sauce on the side.
Really?
Yeah. Say to the guy, steam everything up and give me the sauce on the side.
Because is the sauce real fattening, like the syrupy
dude,
sauce?
That's where it all is, yeah.
You can't be asking me that. I mean, what do you think is fattening? What are you don't know?
Rice?
Is the sauce fattening?
Well, I know, like, mayonnaise is fattening, but I don't know about sauce.
Yeah, sauce is just sauce.
I learned a little more about Richard, though. Richard, what's your favorite day of the year?
Oh, Halloween.
He's gay.
Explain this a little more, though, because Richard can't get enough of Halloween to the point where, you tell me in Kansas you used to go to the cemetery and eat dinner or something?
Yeah, every night in October I'd go to the graveyard and eat dinner.
Because he's like a metal guy. He's like a metal guy.
Well, ever since I was a kid, I've loved Halloween, and I love horror movies, and I love that time of year when it gets kind of cold and the leaves are falling.
So what does eating in the cemetery do for you?
I go and I listen to like horror movie soundtracks and just get in the whole mood of Halloween.
Are you naked?
I would be if I wouldn't get arrested, but... No, I love this time of year, like from now until Christmas is my favorite time of year.
Well, what are you going to do in New York? Do you know where a good graveyard is?
Well, no, there isn't really any good ones, but I always go to the Village Parade on Halloween.
Richard and J.D. went to see that gay horror film together this weekend.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, we saw it yesterday.
How was it?
What's the name of that?
It was great, actually. Hellbent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You loved it?
It's one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life.
Was the theater packed?
No, there was
Were you two homos sitting next to each other?
Yeah. And I was messing with J.D. I got a soda and I put 2 straws in it and I shut it between us.
Is it mostly like guys sitting there watching it?
Yeah, well, it was all guys. There was one woman sitting behind us and she was laughing too. Like, we were laughing at all the wrong parts.
Did it feel weird being coupled off with a guy?
Yeah, it was weird. Even walking into the theater, because the door is at the front of the theater, so everybody sees you walking in, and me and him walked beside each other. It just felt odd.
Yeah, maybe split up a little.
At the scary part, did you reach over to...
Well, I was joking with him. I put my arm around him when the movie started.
Or when you're next to people, do this move like so they can hear you go, well, let's catch up with the girls, or something like that, you know?
It was funny because it's just like that movie Halloween.
In the middle of the movie, you should take in the back of his head and just push it down into your lap.
JD trying to resist.
Come on, man, let's go.
No. Get down It was a great movie, though. It's so funny because it's just like a real horror movie. Like, all the promiscuous guys get killed. Yeah. There's a hero who's like a virginal type guy, and he goes after this bad boy type guy through the whole movie. At the end, he finally gets the guy, and he saves his life.
Is it rated R, like where these guys are nude and doing each other?
None of them got nude. They showed their asses. Like in one scene, 4 guys. There's 4 buddies. That's what the movie's about.
Butt buddies.
Yeah, and
do you think they were real homos, or are they?
They had to be, because there's a lot of make-out scenes.
Oh, you have to be gay if you're making out with a guy?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much a given.
But there was like one girl in the whole movie, and she's in for like a few seconds, and she was super hot too. She plays the sister of the lead character, the lead guy. But man, the rest of it, it's just guys making out, and they go to the parade, the Halloween parade in West Hollywood, and they go to this bar called Meat. And this one guy orders a drink called a flaming penis.
I'll take a flaming penis,
What's in that?
I was waiting for one of them to order. JD was like, if one of these guys orders a Malibu Bay Breeze, I'm walking out.
Hey, look who's walking out. Meanwhile, he's there watching gay dudes. Hey, Artie's liver's on the phone. Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Artie, what are you doing to me? I thought we were friends again.
Artie, when you took the drink, did you feel defeated at all? Like, did you go, man?
Again, Friday night, I had a drink already.
Well,
in my head, I was like saying, maybe this is preparing me for the gig, which sort of had... Yeah, I'll say that.
It was a big defeat.
I'll admit to that, yeah.
Was it like another one, like, here I go again,
Poor Artie.
No. It wasn't like poor Artie. It was more like I felt like I had to prepare for something where I didn't like the fact that I felt like I had to prepare to do something.
So when the jack hit your lips on Friday night, was it like, oh, my old friend?
You haven't changed. You still...
Is it like a heroin addict? Because they say, like, heroin addicts after a while have to take heroin just not to get sick. They don't get high anymore.
Well, yeah, because you go through withdrawals.
Right. So you were having so much jack by the time you went into this self-imposed
whatever it was.
Rehab.
In the beginning, yeah, it was bad.
So that first sip of jack, was it like you'd never tasted it before?
No. I think there was... No, it wasn't like I never tasted it before. It was just,
Was it like, my old friend Jack?
It was a very familiar taste, yeah.
Was it a pleasant experience?
Not pleasant, no. I mean, it was just sort of like what was disappointing to me was I felt like this was a normal life for me, and I had to get back to it somehow.
Jack Daniels is his master.
Yeah, it sounds miserable.
Jack Daniels rules on
but the relationship is terrible.
Was the Jack laughing at you? Was he just going, I told you?
I don't know.
Did it sound like Levy going,
Yeah, Levy had already
It would be bad if it sounded like Levy.
Hey, Artie. Good to see you again.
So no drinking before the show?
No. No, you did.
Are you kidding?
Of
course not. I mean, as a professional.
Well, that used to be the norm.
Artie, when's the next show?
Oh, is that Artie's liver still?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
I'm curious.
He needs to get ready.
You got to get ready for the next show?
Yeah, I need a week off.
Yeah. Will you give him a week off at least?
October 1st, Wilmington, Delaware. Big kahuna.
You got 2 weeks.
Oh, there he goes. He's going to start crying.
And then so far, buddy, that's it as far as I'm concerned. All right. So.
Thank God.
So Artie, let me ask you, what are you going to do for the next 2 weeks? Are you going to drink next weekend?
The plan is not to actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Artie's liver. Did you hear that?
Thank God.
My liver's got that one little move where he cries.
Stop gambling too.
Why do you care about gambling?
That doesn't hurt your liver.
He gambles, he drinks.
Can I just say something? I don't believe you're really Artie's liver, because Artie's liver should sound about 90 years old.
Yeah, you sound a little younger than
Hello, this is Artie's liver.
That would be just a drunk.
All right. All right, Artie's liver, thank you.
Bye.
All right, there's your liver checking in. Wow. Here's T-Dog.
Hey, what's up? How you doing, Howard?
How you doing, man? David Spade called me over the weekend and said, Artie's a pussy.
What do you mean? For not being able to drink?
Spade, by the way, was leaving messages like throughout the 90 days.
And really? What did he say?
And then at the end, he'd go, I'm sorry. Like he'd do a Don.
Yeah, what was the message?
He'd do a Don Rickles thing.
I kid because I love.
Well, let me make sure I could say him. Well, yeah, we would just say stuff like, yeah, what's the matter? You're not drinking, you pussy?
That's what he was doing.
But he did that throughout the 3 months. And then at the end, he'd go, no, I'm sorry. Don't drink.
T-Dog.
Hey, Artie, man, congratulations for drinking, man. You did a good job.
Now you see why like Farley died. I mean, he's hanging out with Spade.
I was wondering, is that the same routine he gave him?
He's probably like, hey, you pussy.
Oh, no, and then he'd come back and be all sad that Artie died. And
Can't find a hooker and some coke.
Hey, you big fag.
You know, you're not funny when you're drunk.
There are people in show business, like managers and agents, who say, what did you get in the show business not to get hookers and do drugs? I mean, you know.
No one likes you sober.
That's how we like you in California, huh, Artie?
That's right, buddy.
All right. Okay, thanks, brother.
Thanks a lot, man.
It's interesting because I forgot to mention this last week. Remember we talked to Tom Sizemore?
Yeah.
And he was hoping, to get out of rehab, and he was calling to show everybody that he was doing better. Well, they assigned him more rehab.
Yeah.
I don't understand, because I've been in rehab. I don't know what he's actually doing in rehab to make them keep him there. Because, like, you really
probably drinking.
I mean, he might be smuggling in booze.
Who knows?
He might be calling us, and that would be sign enough.
I guess that's the wrong thing.
Hey, Joe.
Hey, how's it going?
Right.
I was at the Hartford show, and I wanted to stick up for Artie a little bit. Me and a bunch of guys that were standing in the audience were going to get together and scream out, "Wah, I'm not allowed to drink." But he went up there, and he grabbed somebody's beer out of somebody's hand, like the third or fourth row. only had a couple that I saw, and I have to say he was funnier than the other three still. Way to go, Artie. You put on a good show, and it was a good time. Thanks, brother.
Thanks.
Isn't that nice?
So far, so good, Artie.
Yes, Tracy. Yes, Tracy. Hi.
Hey, I made up about 100 Don't Drink Artie buttons.
Yeah, I met you. I signed your ticket, right?
Yeah, I was pretty devastated because I couldn't even give them away.
You mean nobody would wear a Don't Drink Artie button?
By the way, I brought one in, Howard.
Yeah.
I have it.
By the way, very nice of you.
Yeah, people in Hartford suck.
Yeah. Well.
My husband said that when he took the drink, he was looking at me. I was so hoping he wouldn't, and my whole face just dropped. I nearly cried.
Look at the drama going on around Artie's drinking.
He loves it.
Oh, this must have been some show. I mean, my God, what an honor. I mean, everyone tied up in whether you drink or not.
Well, what are you going to do?
I really care about the guy. I don't want to see him mess up.
Actually, I met her after the show. She asked me to sign her ticket, and I really felt bad. She looked concerned.
Well, what's up, Rombo?
I think Artie owes me an apology.
Why?
For what? What happened?
Because he gave me the other day when he was all messed up.
Yeah.
And I tried to explain to him why he was messed up, because I was the one who told you about it. Because I have somebody in my family who's on meds like that. And when they wean him off it, sometimes the blood levels get crazy, and you go into, you get lethargic.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
What?
Why do you insist on wearing tight shirts? You got a gut.
So what?
But I'm just saying, you sit
leave
down.
me alone, man. What's your problem? I came in to yell at Artie. I don't want to get my ass.
I'm looking at you. Where's these tight knit sweaters?
I like them, okay?
Shows every bit of flab.
Okay, you like it? Here. Leave me alone.
Take a look at this.
Anyway, I came to yell at Artie.
You wear a nice shirt.
I think he owes me an apology.
Whatever you need, Ron.
Okay, man.
You know what?
I'm sorry.
I was looking out for you, and you gave me this whole lecture, and you made me feel bad that Dana was upset with me and all.
You know who else wears the tight shirts? Simon Cowell on American Idol.
Shirts are not only tight, they're too small.
Ronnie, get out of here. What's the matter with you?
I want an apology.
Go talk to him in the hall here.
Yeah, what's up with that, man?
What's up with those shirts?
What's your problem with me, man? Every time I walk in here, you got something to say.
Your shirt's too tight, bro.
Too bad.
Look at that.
He's going to continue to wear his tight shirt.
The guy's got a nice figure. I mean, just your clothes are too tight, dude. Where's these tight knit sweaters like a woman?
He loves that knit sweater.
Knit sweater.
I mean, it's just every day a knit sweater.
He's just a grouchy old Jew.
Shut up, all right?
Who thinks he's Italian, too.
Yeah, right.
He sits in the hallway.
Are you crazy?
And he does nothing all day.
No.
He is the head of security, even though he's just 4'3". He is a grouchy old Jew.
Just shut up.
Who thinks he's Italian too?
And you're the guy who's always throwing me under the bus.
Eugene, Ronnie's a Eugene. Oh, Eugene, Ronnie's a Eugene. Yes, Eugene, Ronnie's a Eugene. Oh, Ronnie's a Eugene.
What are you talking about? Yeah, really.
What, why the knit shirt? I don't know any guy.
I like it. You mind?
Where do you get those? And you got like 20 of them.
I buy them in a store.
Do the girls with scores like that look?
I don't wear suits to scores,
no.
man.
You wear those shirts, though.
No, I don't.
You wear them with jeans. I've seen you in there.
No, I don't. I do not. I don't wear these to school. What are you, crazy?
Oh, I see what you wear. You wear a tight knit shirt.
I see what you wear, too. Come on.
Is that, a tight knit shirt? What is that? What is it made of?
It's called summer silk. It's a nice short sleeve.
He wears the same kind of shirt.
He's got a whole look. I got a whole wardrobe.
He's got like a uniform.
Yeah.
And they grip them right around the gut.
Yeah, and if I came in jeans, you'd be going, that's not professional.
It's not. I don't. Who hired you to wear jeans?
If you wear a suit, you must wear the knit shirt?
No. But it's more comfortable in a shirt and tie all the time.
He's real hairy. I used to think the knit shirt was just his hairy chest. I didn't think he was wearing a shirt.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, who's writing that crap back there?
No one.
Do you want me to shave, too?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
Do whatever you want.
All right.
I'm just telling you, man, this shirt's got to be let out or something.
Let out?
There's no other kind of shirt.
You can't let those shirts out.
You can't? No, stretch them or something.
No.
Or maybe lose 10 pounds.
I mean,
it's too tight.
Wear a T-shirt, right?
Yeah, I mean, he's walking around with these tight shirts. I don't like it.
Since when do you look at me so hard?
He's been telling you about this for a while.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Busting balls is his occupation.
minding my own business. Stay the away from me. You better leave that Eugene alone. Good, stay there. And when you walk past me, I'm a piece of stone to you. Just remember that. Hey, whatever you do, leave that Jewish guy who thinks he's Italian alone. Keep it up, you attitude. Keep it up, man.
By the way, when we were over at I was wondering, where would Ronnie sit?
I don't know.
I know where I'm going to sit.
You do?
I picked out my spot already.
Yeah.
They got this hot receptionist that sits there.
Oh, no.
Right.
You'll be staring at her?
Yeah, right by Nicole, man. That's where I'm going to be sitting.
Yeah.
How about the full kitchen back there, Robin? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The full kitchen over there.
Agreement's an agreement. I don't care how drunk you were.
Cut it out, man.
A deal's a deal. You're mine. I'm done with you. I'm going to get sassy with me here, boy.
Oh, man. Cut it out, man. Hey, man.
You remember when you were with that dude and he was whipping you?
What dude?
All the tricks here for you.
When we hypnotized you, you don't even have a recollection of this.
Dude.
You know, listen.
You want to play? I'll play with you. We'll play hard, too.
Yeah, I don't like it hard, though.
You're mine now, so I'll let you go. You are mine. You are mine, each. You're my possession. Do you understand that?
Please spank me.
I'm not doing it.
You don't give me orders. You don't talk to me unless I talk to you. You understand? Do you understand me? Do you understand me?
No.
All right. Good.
Good for you. All right, look, we got to take a break. Artie, back to drinking. That's the big news. That's the big story this morning.
Congratulations, Artie.
I'm sorry, Ron, for whatever I did.
Howard Stern exclusive. Right, we'll be back right after. Oh, Jack Daniels is on the phone. Excuse me. Yes, Jack.
Hey, Artie, welcome back, buddy.
Oh, that's not Jack Daniels.
Bro.
That's not Jack Daniels.
No, we know Jack Daniels.
Imposter.
We know Jack Daniels' voice, and you're no Jack Daniels. We'll take a break. We'll be back right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show. Howard is right in your face. He will say anything. Flatulence jokes, sex on a bus, lesbians.
Brandy, I know you like sex.
We'd all like to have the guts to say what he sometimes says. He's sort of becoming something else other than just Howard Stern, the guy who makes fart jokes.
Radio bad boy Howard Stern.
Offensive.
Thank you, Ron.
Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Mrs. Vesey.
Yes.
This is Robert Gavin. I'm an associate producer for the Jack and Rod Show. How are you today?
It's time for the Jack and Rod Show, Robin.
Oh.
Oh.
I always like to listen to those two. What are they?
I'm fine, thank you, and thank you for calling.
Would it be okay to put you on the air with the Jack and Rod Show today?
No, I can't. I can't.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's give the audience a little bit of a teaser, okay? So we're going to go. Let me.
I can't. I'm trying to help our sheriff get elected. I got another commitment.
Just 5 minutes. I mean,
I can't do it today.
Just give us 30 seconds. Let's see if we could squeeze you in for at least 2 minutes, okay?
Oh, no, I can't today. I just cannot. I've got commitments that are prioritized.
Okay, we're on the air in 5, 4, 3, 2, on the air.
And we're back with the Jack and Rod Show. Today we have a very, very special guest. She's pressed for time, but you know what? She's going to dedicate herself.
She's been nice enough to come on the Jack and Rod Show today to talk about ADD.
And her name is Colleen Vesey.
Well, thank you so much. www.croatangroup.com.
And we have a special guest in the studio today who happens to suffer from ADD. Please welcome Sam Kinison.
Hi, it's Sam Kinison.
Hello, Sam.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm always thinking about booze and whores.
That's okay too. That's OCD. That can be taken care of.
Yes, that's.
I can't. I don't know who you...
I'm sorry. I also have Tourette's. I'm sorry.
ADD doesn't come alone.
ADD isn't it? Well, when you say like what does a retard suffer from?
I can't be in the same room with that.
With a retard?
I can't be in the same room with that language.
I'm not retarded. I'm saying, what is it? What is that they suffer from?
Who is they? ADD?
No, the retards.
Oh, hey, wait a minute. You've got the wrong person here. You called me up and you introduced the topic of ADD. And now you've moved all over the board.
Oh, my God, I can't do this! I can't do this! Oh!
And at this juncture...
I got ADD! What time's the pizza coming?
I have to get out of this, and I have to thank you for calling me and say goodbye.
Wait a second. I thought you were an expert.
Anyway, Colleen's a good sport. Get Colleen Vessey's book, Odyssey of the Heart, at CroatanGroup.com.
Well, how are you going to find that?
CroatanGroup.com. She's an expert. Oh. And Craig Gass and Richard Christie and Sal the Stockbroker, September 24th at the Odeon in Cleveland.
They're traveling together now.
Yeah, maybe they can do that. Maybe they can recreate that call. That'd be hot. That's a nice group of people. All right.
Good goof out of her, you know, so. But I thought that was pretty great of me to sign it President Bush. Mr. Jokester. And what else? Oh, I got a ton of things to play for you here. Let me move this thing along. I'm sitting here bullshitting. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'll play the Bigfoot game later. Hey, what's this? You almost died or something? Artie?
What?
Gary said to ask you about the time you almost died, and then he said it was funny because what saved your... there's something weird that saved your life?
I almost died. Oh. Well, I don't know. I thought maybe this was more of a wrap-up show story, but this shows how, like... you know, like religion. Like, I don't think... I'm pretty sure I'm not that religious, but this proves...
You're not sure?
I guess I am. Every time I get a new car, my mother gives me a St. Christopher pin to put on the fuck... And I have to put it on. I'm like, I'm mental about it.
It's become a superstition.
Right, exactly.
Right,
yeah.
I understand.
So I got a new car about 6 months ago, and for some reason, she never gave me the St. Christopher pin.
Mm-hmm.
And...
You think that means something?
Well, I used to be horrible. I totaled 3 cars the first 2 years I drove. I mean, totaled.
Were you drunk?
No, never once drunk, but I just was an awful driver. But since then, I haven't...
What's the problem with your driving? Are you like, do you space out behind the wheel, like you just can't get into it?
Well, I would do... Well, you know what? Like Ronnie described that night where I was being a little crazy. I was at times a million when I was 17 and 18.
Right.
And I always had shit cars. I would buy cars for like $300 and just go berserk. Like, my first car was a 74 Matador. It was a piece of shit, but it was a tank, and it had a 305 V8 in it. I would do neutral drops, and I was a menace.
Right.
I was a menace to the town.
Why?
I don't know. It was just being a jerk off.
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
I had 31 points in the first 2 years of driving.
What? How many?
31. I lost my license 7 times.
Yeah, 7 times over in 1 year.
There was woods by where I go. I drove through the woods once. I got caught between 2 trees, and the cops had to come.
You're so crazy, man.
You were Jeff the drunk.
When I was my late teens, me and a couple of my buddies in particular were absolutely out of our minds.
Like almost like juvenile delinquents.
Almost?
Yeah, no, I
robbing banks and all kinds of shit.
I never robbed a bank.
You did too.
It was a joke.
If the woman had given you money, you wouldn't have given it back.
I was arrested a couple of times as a teenager, but I wasn't. It was all for goofy
no
shit.
juvie stuff?
I wasn't a bad kid. No B&Es like Bigfoot.
Oh, geez.
But so I was like that, you know. And
right.
my mother was always like, "Fuck, you need a St. Christopher." I would drive into fountains, like whatever. So I haven't had close to an accident in the longest time. So
right.
I'm in my car. It was after the show, and I had to run some errands, and, you know, I was a little groggy around 2 in the afternoon, and I'm looking at something in the newspaper, which was a dumb thing to do, and I'm at this busy intersection right by the Lincoln Tunnel in Jersey. And I just take my foot off the brake, and I don't realize I'm just rolling into the intersection. Now, these are cars going like 60 the other way, and I realize this when I'm in the middle of the intersection. I look up, and Howard, I'm telling you, man, a car's coming at me. I said, this is it. My life is over. I don't know how the car missed me. Like, I saw it. I hit the brakes. The car, it's almost like it went through my car. Another car coming.
You're not sure.
I don't know how it... Another car came this way, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. I just braced up to die.
Right.
And
Nothing happened.
They somehow missed me, and then I was in the middle of the intersection. I just punched it to get to the other side. Another car swerved and just missed me again. So 3 cars almost took me out, doing like 60 miles an hour. it was so weird to where I had to pull over and get myself straight.
How did that happen?
My heart was racing.
Right.
And I was like, fuck, what the fuck just saved my life? I should be dead right now. And I made a sign of the cross, which is like, why, you know. And I'm looking around for the St. Christopher thing. I'm like, St. Christopher's not in here. I'm like,
he jumped out.
I'm like, maybe it's bullshit. I don't have St. Christopher. And then I'm looking around, and I'm going, there's got to be something holy in this car. I was convinced of it. I look in my side panel door, and Gary's father's mass card. You know, they give at a wake, they give you a mass card. Remember this person, the date he died, and everything with a picture of Jesus, like that holy picture. And like, this saved my life.
So you have that in your car now?
I will never get rid of that mass card.
Well, that's Gary's dad watching out for you.
So I guess it's a superstition more than I'm telling you, man. If that mass card ain't in that car, I'm not driving it.
Did you have did your mom now load up with a
now she's like, oh my God, I never gave you the St. Christopher. She's like, oh my God, I told her that story, and she almost started to cry. I'm like, Mom, nothing happened.
She's at the church getting 50 of them blessed.
Because I looked back and I said, God forbid I caused an accident, and everybody was moving fine. Some people giving me like, there was just 3 kids in back of me, like all mad, and then they saw me, who I was. Went, hey, man!
Artie said he spoke to his mother and told her the story, and she's like, you're absolutely right. Don't take the card out of the car.
That was the other thing. No. That was the other thing. She goes, do not take that mass card out of that car.
I'm buying 2 St. Christopher medals, but keep the card in the car.
The card will be pissed at the St. Christopher medals for coming in on his territory.
I'm real protective.
Well, what if the card withdraws its support once you put St. Christopher in?
And Norm Macdonald is an atheist times a million, right? Like, he's typical, like, intellectual, no, there's no God. And they sent us on tour to do stand-up when Dirty Work came out. We had to do like 6 cities. And it was MGM. They couldn't pay us, but they flew us first class all over the place. So we're sitting in a plane from L.A. to Phoenix, and I mentioned Norm. We're like taxiing, and I go, oh, man, I always call my mother right before I fly, and she says a prayer for me. And Norm's like, and you didn't do that this time? and I go, no, I forgot. He goes, call your fucking mother.
By the way, in the email, people said they don't want to hear your Norm Macdonald stories anymore.
Oh, really?
I love reading the email. It's so much fun. Let's see. I'll just read you a whole bunch of things. Sirius is awesome. I'm on vacation in Turks and Caicos, sitting on the balcony, listening to you on my computer. You guys are the best. So
that's a nice place. I've been there.
Please, Artie, stop with the unfunny Norm Macdonald stories you tell over and over. Your impression of him is terrible, and nobody but you gives a shit about him anymore. People are so mean.
Oh, no.
I care about Norm.
Yeah, those stories usually get laughs. Believe me, if I said something's funny, I wouldn't keep doing it.
Here's a crappy one for Robin. Please ask Robin to stop reporting on news stories involving horrible things that happen to children. Robin has this thing that, she was abused as a child. Her father fingered her.
Right.
And
that's awful.
Thank you.
Well, it's true. He did. He used his ham hand.
We do make light of that. That's what an insanely awful thing to go through.
He fingered her.
I mean, that's brutal.
He fingered her.
That's why no one around here can finger her. I mean, she'd be a lot looser. I think she'd, get into the whole looseness of the show a little more sexually if her father hadn't done that to her. But okay, fair enough.
I'm so glad he fingered me then, because I don't want to.
You mean he did you a favor?
Yes. If that's what it means, I'm glad it happened.
Well, it's an awful thing to have happened to you. And I really don't make light of it.
Yes, you do. All the time.
That's true. I do want to know if he was good at it.
Please. Do you think I was in a space where I could evaluate?
I think you could separate it out.
This is really horrible, but you're pretty good.
Yeah. This is a terrible thing you're doing to me, Dad, but I got to say, in terms of technique, you're amazing.
That whole thing about...
You really know how to get to the clit.
The creepiness of... what was on last night? Did you ever see the Basketball Diaries talking about abuse?
Is that the one with...
Leonardo DiCaprio plays a kid?
Yeah.
Bruno Kirby plays a basketball coach who tries to pay him to blow him in the shower.
Oh, my God.
And it's just... As an actor, I don't even know if I could have done it, because Kirby did a great job. He's like, come here, just...
Do you think...
He goes to suck his cock, and it's like, oh, geez.
Do you think your dad was like... Was he trying to be romantic about it, or was he just sticking it in? Like was he trying to...
No, he was trying to be romantic, I think.
Like he was trying to turn you on.
I suppose.
He didn't even do that.
No, he was really thinking of himself as being loving.
Like a ladies man.
11.
Oh, my God.
She had the body of a 12-year-old, though.
No, I didn't. I had the body of an 11-year-old.
When did you start to get tits?
When I was 14. I mean, they sprung up overnight.
Right,
it
that
was
happens.
like I was flat.
Did you have the biggest tits in your school?
At 14? Yes,
Yeah.
I did.
Good for you.
Including all the teachers.
Someone got popular real quick, I bet.
Guys started noticing you, huh?
Oh, my God. Nobody looked at my face for years.
Right. I still haven't seen your face. Let me take a look at it. You know you have a pretty face.
And I was like, I'm up here.
That must be annoying, right?
Right. And your dad didn't look like Denzel Washington, let's be honest.
My dad was a very attractive
Was
man.
he?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
That's
really?
What part of his problem was he was really attractive.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies' man.
Well, all the women wanted him.
Nah. I guess you didn't.
No, I was the only one.
Right.
Doesn't that make it weirder, though? Like,
Anyway.
why would he need, you know what I mean? Like, he could get broads. Why would he need to do that?
Yeah, but that would have been hard work.
Right.
She was there. She was asking for it. What are you supposed to do?
Asking for it. I was trying to go out and play. I wanted to go skating.
The way you play, honey, you know what? You know a man can't resist.
Right.
But I'm being sarcastic. I don't think you were asking for it at all.
I know that.
Please ask Robin to stop reporting on news stories. Well, let me tell you.
Look, if I read a story about a microwave baby, I have to tell you.
I got to tell you, though, Robin has this thing where she has vowed every day she will put in a child abuse story.
Every day. Stop
No,
it.
you told me once in the news you have to put a child abuse story in every day.
I think that you now
No, you told me that.
hallucinating.
No, you told me that.
I never said that to you.
And I always thought that was a little much.
Excuse me, when did I say this, and was there a witness?
No, there was no witness, unless you call Fred a witness. No, I don't even think Fred was there.
I told you this off the air? Are you out of your mind?
You said to me...
I would have helped you out if you
didn't make that crack.
Did you actually hear it?
Yes, I did.
Did you really?
Yeah.
When?
We spoke about it. Maybe even a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
No, he said that a few weeks ago, and I thought, I don't think I ever said that.
No,
and
you-
now I'm adamant. I never said that.
I think what happened was the email sent.
No. Robin said to me years ago, this was a lot of years ago. She said, I really feel this thing that I like to put at least one child abuse story in each of my newscasts.
You're
And I said,
out of your mind.
I said, no, you told me that. I don't make that up. You told me that. I don't know the exact day.
But, Howard, I'm telling you I never said that.
Yeah.
And I don't put a child abuse story in every day.
The news part of the show is supposed to be informative and entertaining, and stories about people doing awful things to kids are neither of these. When she reported about the microwave incident today, I was mortified and turned my radio off immediately. I thought that was an important story.
You know what I want to do? You say, how you do what shows, what programming for the channels? Let's take 4 of the most evil emailers today, give them a show, and
see what they do.
We
with
want to
it.
evaluate. See if they do anything that annoys us.
I have a 5-month-old son, and this story will now haunt me for the rest of the day and into the rest of the week. I know she's anti-children, but anti-children. I know she's anti-children, but at the very least, she can make an attempt to stop feeding the listeners these types of news stories. No, she's not anti-children.
People think that because you don't want to have kids. People have told me that before about you. Like
that I'm anti-children?
Yeah, like you hate kids.
Actually,
I have tons of kids in my life.
Actually, the email is all very interesting today, and I will get right back to it, but I do want to get to the football pool because this is actually getting kind of interesting. The $25,000 prize, $25,000 large for our football pool is provided by BetUS.net.
You know what's interesting to me is usually by this time somebody has eliminated themselves from the competition, and that hasn't happened.
You're going to be shocked. Call 1-800-79-BET-US or go online to BetUS.net. Crazy Alice is the leader in all of this. She is number one.
I got a lock this week.
She took a loss last week. She's 6-6. She's number one, but actually,
she's led from the beginning.
Yeah, but actually, and this is amazing, Elliot Offen, who was dead last with Artie, has moved into second place with a 5-7 record.
Yeah.
Suddenly he's had a string of wins. And as he says, he doesn't know anything about football, but he is doing way better than Artie, who is in dead last.
He's not way better
and
than
he's
that.
our expert.
He is way better than you.
He's not. I could be tied with him next week.
Bigfoot took the Panthers last week. He lost. Artie won last week, but you're so far behind Elliot that you're in last place and you're behind Bigfoot.
I'm not so far behind him.
You're behind Bigfoot.
I'm one game behind Elliot.
Elliot's 5-7.
And I'm 4-8.
But
you won last week and didn't make up any ground.
If I win this week...
He lost ground.
If I win this week, I'll be 5-8. If Elliot loses, he'll be 5-8.
Well, meanwhile, Alice is still beating all of you with a 6-6 record. The $25,000 prize is up for grabs, and I'm going to ask everyone to move it along quickly, even Elliot today, because we are running low on time.
Well, my picks are always quick.
I'm rooting for Alice. Come on, Alice.
Alice, things are starting to heat up, believe it or not.
Alice.
Yeah, I know it. How many dicks you sucked over the holidays, Miss Junkie Lane?
Miss Junkie Lane?
Yeah, Miss Junkie Lane. You remember you always call me a guy? I'm going to call you a woman, fat.
How many dicks have you sucked? There's your own? What else?
I never sucked a dick in my life. I don't like dick. I like pussy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm serious. I never was attracted to dick. They ugly. One of God...
Thank God you won't recreate.
Curses. One of God curses for women to handle. I never liked dicks. Even with my ex, I hated him when he started making love to me. I couldn't stand the smell of him.
Well, do you have a girlfriend?
Well, I'm not in no relationship right now, but I'm really serious thinking about getting one.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? How much are you going to pay a fucking crack whore to fuck you?
I'm not like Miss Junkie Lane. I don't like dicks. They painful.
How would a dick ever get hard in your presence?
You know what? If it did, I would never have a son, faggot.
No, listen, bitch.
See, you know what, bitch? You just jealous because you can't make any kid because you fucked up.
Have you ever turned... Don't talk about my barrenness. Have you ever turned on another human being? Has another living thing ever felt a sexual thought towards you, you fucking animal?
That would have killed me. 260
killed you?
Me. You said you was 260. You still was fat. That would have killed me. I would be in the hospital.
Dude, I'll try to fuck you for a bit for the show. I'll try to get drunk enough to fuck you.
My feet when I stand up and bend down without sitting down.
You couldn't bend down.
You don't. You can't even bend down and pick up your fucking
socks.
And touch your feet. Yeah, I can still see my feet when I'm standing up. I can do.
Can you see your enormous cankles?
You just you're so fat. No matter how much power you.
And when a chick fucks you, do they strap one on and put your cankles behind your ears?
You still ugly, bitch. Okay, let's move on.
Oh,
let's move on.
He's ready to move on.
Alice, let me put your cankles behind your fat face.
You say you want to make it short. I'm going to go by your rule. I'm going to make it short. Even though...
Make it short, ugly.
Yeah, shut up, bitch. You are ugly.
All right, Alice, you're in first place still, but what is your pick?
Okay, my pick today is the cowboy. I would like to have a gun and shoot that bitch in the mouth. And you sound so fat. You got with fat and cigarettes.
The Cowboys are playing after the team named after your dress size, Giants.
That was like a big ox.
Well, as a matter of fact, Alice, you'll like this.
Huh?
You'll like this. There's a new picture of Artie rubbing his...
You know what? I got a computer, Howard. I can't stand the sight of that big old piece of shit. He's ugly to me. He's like shit to me. He's Satan to me. I don't like that big old bitch.
How long before you eat your computer?
Your ugly ass. Don't you do me a favor. Leave the show early. Like I told you, Don Jones and Jackie, you're going to lose. I curse on you. Anybody that leaves the house Thursday, I'm a very faithful fan. I will curse you to the day you die.
What are you going to do with the $25 grand when you win?
Leave now today, fat boy. Leave. Get out of my fucking jacket chair. Get the fuck out of my studio. It is my show. Get off my show. Get the fuck off now. I'm sorry, Howard.
All right, Alice.
Alice, pull up 2 chairs and listen to the show today.
And when it comes to Michael Richards, more power to him. Bye.
All right, that was interesting.
She's in favor of Michael Richards.
Well, you like Michael Richards. All right, there goes Alice, keeping it short. Thank you.
So what's the line on Dallas and the Giants?
Cowboys are giving 4 to the Giants, and the Giants are home.
All right, let's go to Bigfoot. Bigfoot, how are you, sir?
You there?
Yeah, Bigfoot, you're in 3rd place behind Elliot Offen.
I'm in 3rd place
Yeah,
now?
you slipped.
Yeah, well, yeah, you're in 3rd place.
Oh. Can you have time enough to listen to a song I recorded?
Sure.
All right.
Just a little bit because we're in a rush. Go ahead.
All right. I buy the big white Cadillac.
Oh, this is horrible.
Get around.
All right, Bigfoot, what's your pick?
You thought it was going to be good?
I don't know what I thought.
And now we won't be able to get it back on the air.
He's the retarded James Taylor. Oh, it's so bad. Let me go to Elliot, and we'll come back to him. Let me talk to Elliot and get his pick. Elliot, you performed a miracle.
Okay, listen to me. Well, let me go first.
All right.
First of all, never fucking call me Elliot for the rest of your fucking life, Stern. It's elegant. You got that fucking straight?
Elegant Elliot Offord.
I said it's elegant, period. You got that fucking straight right between the eyeballs, right between the sliver of your fucking teeth.
All right, Elliot.
Excuse me. Gangster style. Right between the sliver of your fucking teeth and right between your eyes. It's elegant only. Right? Got it? You fucking got it, right? Okay. Next thing is, I didn't get my promotion last week, so give me a fucking double promotion this week.
Hold on, Elliot.
Double promotion.
Hold on, Elliot. You got your promotion. I just want to tell you. We were off last week.
Yeah, I know you were
but
off.
we ran his promotion during the news this week.
Yeah.
I know you were off, but I get my
I don't care. You get one promotion. I told you.
My promotion last week.
Yes.
He got it.
How did I get it? Tell me how I got it.
I don't give a fuck about you.
I don't give a fuck if you live or die. Listen,
right.
scumbag.
Just do your bit.
Listen, scumbag.
Do your bit.
That when you see me. Tell me that when you see me,
Just
right?
do your bit.
Tell me that when you see me, and I'm going to take my fucking truck, and I'm going to run your fucking over, and I'm going to leave you...
Like you did that old lady?
I'm going to take my fucking truck and run you over.
You've run over enough people in your life.
Yeah, Howard's faster than the 70-year-old lady.
Tell me that when I see you. Tell me that when I see you. Right?
Let's go.
You guys are giving him the opportunity to win $25,000.
I can't tell you how happy I am we gave him an opportunity to win $25,000.
We're almost done.
Thank God. I mean,
okay,
why would we give him an opportunity?
I don't know.
Okay, Stern, hello, are you there?
Yeah, go ahead. Do your promotion and let's go.
Before anything, look, I wanted to mention, I told this fucking guy, Will Murray, who I love him, right?
Yes.
That I wanted to make a proposal to my adversary, my formidable adversary, Alice, because right now, basically, I'm the odds-on favorite, right? I'm the raging favorite to win this thing all. I have the momentum. I emerged to second place. I'm one game behind.
That's true.
I wanted to say, thanks, Stern. I wanted to say to Alice, known as Crazy Alice, look, in the honor of Hanukkah, Christmas, and the New Year's spirit, I want to offer her $12,000, $12,500, of my winnings. I want her to do the same back to me, and I want us both to give Bigfoot $500 of our winnings. In other words, if I win, I go away with 12 dimes only. I give Bigfoot $500. I make the announcement right now. My word is gold on radio. I give Alice half of my winnings, and I expect her, if she's the winner, as the top seed right now, just one game ahead of Elegant, for her to give Bigfoot $500 and for her to give Elegant half of her winnings.
Well, that's between you two. You can certainly talk to her about that.
Alice, hello. Hey, listen carefully. I wanted to get Alice on the line here so we confirm everything, so everything is on the up and up. We do it right here on radio, right here and now. We bring this thing into...
I would rather not. I need to move this along, and you filibuster so much that I'm not in a spirit to sit there and carry on with this for 17 hours.
Well, there's no fucking 17 hours. It's a yes or a no if she wants to do that.
Well, that's between... You get in touch with her and take that up with her.
Away feeling bad because I'm probably going to pull the whole fucking thing out. So I want to make an arrangement.
You take that up with her. You take that up for her. I don't...
How the fuck am I going to get her unless you...
I don't know. I don't know.
Elliot, I'll work it out for you after the show.
After the show, you can talk to her.
So what's your plug?
How am I going to talk to her?
I'll take care of it. What's your plug?
Hey, listen, fucking Telebati, you scumbag fucking guinea.
Don't do him any favors.
Get off the fucking phone there. Get off the fucking phone there.
Retard, it's a microphone.
Listen, Guinea, get off the fucking phone, you fucking scumbag. Guinea, get off the phone. Listen, Howard, how am I going to get her on the phone?
Well, Gary said he was going to help you with it, but I doubt he will now.
How is he going to help me? You're not telling me how.
He said he was going to make a call for her, but for you,
I'll call out.
Forget it. It's not going to happen.
Are you going to get us on a three-way line together?
I'll call Alice, and I'll let her know, and if she wants to speak with you, then I'll have her call you. Tell me about your videotape.
No, but that's not on the air. We're not solidifying it and finalizing it.
Then if it gives her the whole week.
So 5 million people can hear it.
Gives her the whole week to think about it. Then next.
Forget it. I'm hanging up
on him. Fuck the cocksucker. Fucking die, you prick.
There's no talking to this guy. You can't talk. I mean, he's a gangster. He is.
You know, it's really funny.
He yells and screams. He doesn't listen.
Will,
boring.
Will calls these people. He's got to start setting them up on Thursday for Friday.
Right.
He's ready to pull his hair out of his head. Elliot, he has to call 20 times a day. He told me yesterday, Bigfoot and Bigfoot's manager have fallen out again.
Right.
So it's almost impossible to get a hold of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
And Bigfoot's got some weird thing going on now where he doesn't need the show anymore because he's a certified dishwasher. He got a certificate as a dishwasher.
So, I don't know. I've never seen a more difficult situation when you're trying to get people $25,000. I
know.
Wow.
It's a tremendous amount of money.
And then Alice, he couldn't get a hold of Alice yesterday. Right. I mean, she's a good lady, but these people are hard to get. Artie's the only one we can find.
Yeah, I mean, I can't deal with Elliot. I mean, have him record. I told you, have him record his plug. I was a nice guy about this. He said, hey, if I do this, I don't need him to do a plug.
Right, he's the only one who's really getting a special plug in the middle of the
sure,
thing.
Elliot, if you want to do a little plug, go ahead. It's turned into him holding me hostage with his plug, and I don't give a fuck about his plug. I said, sure, go ahead and give a little plug.
You're actually offering him the opportunity for $25,000.
Yeah.
And he's saying, well, you need to give me a plug in order to give me that money.
I don't need him to be a part of it. There's about 27 other guys I could have in this football pool. I was trying to be nice to the guy. But I can't take it when he just fucking yells into the microphone and doesn't answer our questions or anything.
And everything has to be totally his way.
Yeah.
You're not having a discussion.
No, it's impossible to talk to the guy. So get his pick if he still wants to be in this thing. And if he wants to give his plug, he can record it and give him 45 seconds. Because evidently he's insane. And he drives me nuts. You know. And all these death threats that he's making toward you and me and everyone else. I mean, he ought to watch that shit.
Yeah, that's pleasant.
Yeah.
You know, we're calling him up to give him the opportunity to play in a contest, and we get death threats.
Yeah, I mean...
I want to thank you.
And is the guy for real? If he's for real, then we got to notify somebody.
Yeah, but I want to thank you for all of his aggravations.
Yeah. We offer the guy a shot at $25,000. Let me get back to Bigfoot so he can do his pick.
Has he finished singing?
Yeah, you done singing, Bigfoot?
Yeah, hey, what do you think of that song?
Oh, it was great.
It was great. What's your pick?
The England Patriots.
New England Patriots. All right. Now, Elliot...
Giving her 14.5 points.
Wow.
Is it 14.5, Artie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said.
All right. Yeah, Elliot took the Patriots last time, and he won.
Actually, they're giving 145
points. Would that bring me back in second place?
If you win, let me see, you're 4-6-2, so that would make you, what would that make him?
5-6-2 if he won.
5-6-2.
And Elliot's 5-8 or something?
He's 5-7.
5-7.
It depends on who wins and who loses. It's a whole thing.
Oh, all right. Just say if I did win this week, would that bring me back in second place?
We don't know what the other people have done.
Oh, all right.
See, it depends if they win or lose.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I see what the confusion is. Oh, all right.
Very good. If we make it clear to you, then everybody should understand.
Yeah, all right. I didn't know it.
Are you crying?
I'm not crying, no.
All right, Bigfoot. Good luck.
All right, I'll see you next week. It is on the same phone here.
That's right.
And
you can use a different phone.
1 minute.
All right. What?
He's staying at Richard's All Seasons Lodge in Newport, Vermont.
Whoa. Who's this?
This is Laura.
Hi.
I run the pub.
Yeah, we're on the air, so...
Yeah, I'm just telling you that's where he'll be.
Okay, thanks.
All righty.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What the hell's going on?
I have no idea. This is... did we just call a mental institution and just talk to the inmates?
I don't know. But you want to give your pick, Artie?
Yeah, I'll take the Broncos.
Who are they playing?
They're playing the Seahawks at Mile High, giving a field goal.
All right.
Right.
It's gangster talk.
Are you coming?
Points.
Are you now going to make your move? You've been just sort of laying low?
No one's way behind us.
He won last week. He's 4-8. I thought it'd be a fun little bit to have somebody get 25 G's, but sometimes it turns into a nightmare. No demands from you to give your pick?
No, I'm fine.
All right. The Broncos are starting a rookie quarterback this week. I don't know if that makes a difference.
It always does, but...
All right.
You're willing to take it?
In Denver, they're tough. Always.
Are you okay, man? You sound different today.
I'm fine.
Yeah?
I'm absolutely fine.
You got a serious football voice, I think.
Last time you sounded different, I didn't realize. I didn't pick up on it. I'm trying to be more aware of what's going on.
I'm hoping that's a serious football voice.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I just got saved from a terrible accident voice.
I just yelled at Alice.
Do you think now that you're going to live a different life, do you think you have some purpose in life that God saved you from that accident?
No.
Did you fuck again last night? Is that what's going on?
No.
Oh my God. Maybe you got that broad again.
I don't think that... Obviously...
I would really be asleep. No, that could happen again.
Yeah?
Oh, sure.
Oh, all right.
Elliot often drains me. I just want the football pick. I just want to hear the pick. That's it.
You like to be involved with him, so...
Well, I try to give everybody a chance.
You stuck yourself with him for 16 weeks.
Howard, I take it I should not put him back through again right now?
If he can give his pick real quick and just do his plug real quick, fine. Otherwise, I got to hang up.
All right, hold on.
All right. I mean, I don't know what else to tell the guy. He's not getting it. No one can sit here and listen to this shit. I have an audience that, you know, is bigger than him, oddly enough. Strangely enough. Let's see how we do this time. Yes, bong hit. While I'm waiting for the... Oh, here's Elegant. Elegant, is it? Yes,
Elegant. Let me give you my promotion so we can make it fast.
Good.
Okay. Number one, as far as the promotion goes, for all you fucking beef stews and misfits and undertakers out there that want to get my demoralizing and dehumanizing personalized telephone call that we're fucking making a killing with. We're fucking making a fucking killing with. From 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. today, you can buy the fucking call for $12.95. For all you fucking deadbeats and has-beens out there that missed the 2 o'clock up until 2 o'clock special, the price goes back to the new price, $24.95 for 2 minutes. $24.95 if you miss the special. Also, regarding my DVD, make sure you go to gangstertalk.biz for both of those. Gangstertalk.biz for Elegant's 59-minute DVD, 1995, shocking entertainment featuring the blonde bombshell Violet tying up, hog-tying and roping up my oversized cannolis. That's gangster talk for my oversized balls, my oversized nuts. Okay, for my football pick, that's gangstertalk.biz, gangstertalk.biz. Howard, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, for my football pick for the killing, to draw me dead even this week with Alice, to draw me dead even. Artie, how are you?
Let's hear it. Elegant? All of a sudden, you're on a roll. Let's hear it.
That's right. I'm on the roll. You got it straight on that. I'm on a roll. I'm on the move. I'm on the ride right now. I'm ready to overtake the whole fucking 25 dimes. That's why I want to make a deal with Alice so she doesn't walk away feeling bad and not having any money. And I know Bigfoot likes to buy hookers. I want to give him about $500 of my money. So I want to make this deal, and I want to solidify it and finalize it. I'm really in good faith to do this deal. Okay, in any event, Artie, can you give me the spread, gangster talk, for the Miami Dolphin game?
The Dolphins are even money.
Wow. Okay. What about my other team, the Colts? What are they looking like with the spread?
Colts are laying 8.5 at Memphis.
Against the Titans. They just came back with a miracle against the Giants last week, right?
You seem to be learning a lot about the game.
You know, I don't know too much about this racket, but I'm trying to do the best I can. I want to capture that 25 dimes I can use to pay some back taxes. The government's after me, right?
I understand.
Titans got Vince Young. That's not a bad... he was interesting last week.
Yeah, I know. I saw what happened there. And the Dolphins are at home, right? They're on a roll, too. They just crushed the Bears. They were like 1-3 in a row, right?
That's true.
Dolphins are in Miami in the Florida Bowl against the Jags even.
Yeah, that fucking Jaguars were the fucking team that got me rolling bad originally against the Cowboys in the fucking opening game. I took the Cowboys against the Jacksonville Jaguars, if you remember. That was on game 1 of the 12-week season. It's in place. One thing, Artie, before I give you my pick, very important question about the football. You know, Stern had mentioned, or somebody mentioned, Horseface mentioned, somebody mentioned that the season is ending before you guys go on vacation or when it ends. But, I mean, if there's no decisive winner, I mean, I'm taking it for granted, right? You're going to run this season right till the end for the next 5 picks, right? The next 5 weeks. Is that correct?
We're waiting for a winner.
I believe we would go to a tiebreaker, in the playoff games.
Right, but I mean, if there's no... What I'm saying... Hello, Artie.
Go ahead, yeah.
If there's no winner by the time you guys go on vacation in 3 weeks...
Right.
you're going to run it right till the end of the season.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, all right. So there's actually 5 games in the season left.
That's right.
Okay. Stern, let me please take, and Artie, let me please take, if you would be so kind and gracious, let me take the Dolphins.
Okay.
At even money. That's my pick going for to tie up with Alice by the end of this week.
All right, Elliot says the Dolphins are his pick to get himself into first place on this. All right,
By
thank
the way,
you.
gentlemen, thank you very much, all of you.
All right, thank you.
You take care.
All right, there he is. Elegant.
Who
Elliot
slapped him
Upton.
around?
I don't know, but it's much better when he just gives us his pick.
Yeah, that was fine.
That was fine. Just trying to help everyone out with the 25 G's.
Yeah, well,
That's the thing.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
Football picks are provided by BetUS.net. Call 1-800-79-BET-US or go online to BetUS.net. This place is a soap opera. We got through that fairly quickly.
Well, second time around.
Yes. Yeah, to me.
Good day.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I fell asleep on the bowl this was actually kind of serious. Sometimes, like I told you, I wake myself up by doing that, like jumping real quick.
Right, like you feel yourself falling or something?
Like kind of what the video looks like of me hitting my head, and I went to take a leak, and I sat down, and I must have fell asleep.
You fell asleep during a leak?
Yeah, but
that's what he's saying. That's why he's concerned. When did this happen?
I continue
what time?
to sit there. 3:30?
In the afternoon?
No. This morning.
Oh, at night.
This morning?
In other words, you were in the middle of sleep and you woke up to piss.
Yes.
You sit on the bowl, and you just passed out on the bowl.
I took a leak, and then I'm like, well, let me just sit here for a second.
Oh, man.
And then I fall asleep, and I do that thing where it's like Richard blowing the horn. I kind of, but on my own, and I fell towards the shower stall, and I hit my head on the fucking shower thing, and then I got up. And it's
good, it wakes you up.
Yeah, but it's really pathetic.
What do you think's going on, Artie? Do you think because of all the weight
What are you doing before you go to sleep?
You eating a big meal?
Jerking off, typical shit.
Eating, jerking off.
I did. Well, last night I tried desperately not to eat after 7, but
I got news for you.
Work.
I got news for you. I was having such a problem from overeating. Because sometimes I can just get into this jag where I eat big meals, especially at night.
Yeah.
Now I'm just cutting down. I don't fart at night anymore. It's so liberating. I'm not all gassy and uncomfortable. So, I mean, I don't know how you're going to do it. I mean, you're into the jag where you're really eating all the time. But I'm telling you.
Yeah, trying to stop at 7 for Artie is like trying to come to a complete stop while going 90 miles an hour.
Right, I can't stop at 7 either. What I do is, you'll laugh. I have like a couple of grapes and I have some cashews, and that kind of satiates me. And
I ain't laughing at nobody now.
No.
I mean, since I stopped playing, like after I got out of high school, I played 1 year in this, they call it semi-pro. It was a hardball league, and I loved playing. And after that, when I started playing softball, which is just an excuse to drink, I've led as unhealthy 20 years as you can imagine. And now I am just at the pinnacle of shit health. And, and 40's approaching. There's a lot of very...
scaring you at all into dieting?
No.
Yeah, no, lately
it's scaring him, but not into dieting.
Dying?
Why don't you get one of these personal coaches, who take over everything? Kind of like what Robin did, move them in. And
like a sober coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know. There's a coach for everything nowadays.
Dr. Ronnie's hardcore commitment. Robin was up for that. I mean, just like someone who would...
Yeah, you need like a regular person who would just cut your portions and, feed you at, every 2-hour intervals, but you couldn't get any of your own food.
But, I mean, commit to it.
And stay with you 24 hours a day.
And, see, like now, though...
you got to lose the weight.
I said to myself, all right, this weekend I'm really going to have... a healthier weekend. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get up. I'm going to jog, and then thank you, Gilbert.
Jog.
And then I realized Gilbert doesn't think I can do it.
Right.
And then I realized that I got a gig in Detroit. I got to go to Detroit, and it's like, all right.
You can still do it. You can still cut back.
A guy I know is flying me up on a private jet to Detroit, and there's food on a jet. And
you don't have to have food on the jet.
What do you mean, though, Art? Who's this guy?
There's a guy that, well, I guess he doesn't want me to say his name, but I might get into business with this guy concerning my website.
Yeah.
And
he's got a private jet, this dude?
He's a big time hedge fund guy. Big time.
And he wants to be in the website business with you?
He's not like, he runs...
He must be a star fucker.
Multi-billion-dollar...
Wow.
Will you let the guy tell a story?
He runs a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund, and he likes the world of entertainment. He's interested in it. You talk about type A personalities. I went to meet him at his office. It's got the most incredible view of Central Park I've ever seen. And the guy, about a 45-year-old guy, like in perfect shape. When he talks to you, you feel like, he's
focused on you.
Focused, like he makes you feel important, and he got in contact with me through a friend of his that had seen me do stand-up or something. I don't know. But there's this whole big thing now, websites. You know what Will Ferrell's doing with Funny or Die?
Right.
Use your brand to stretch out and do some entertainment and stuff, yeah. I considered that,
Make little videos and all that stuff Will is doing.
You're on such a different level.
Nah, I just kind of just said, it sounds like a lot of fucking work.
That's the problem. But there's... anyway, it's being discussed, and I went and met the guy. He's a really nice guy. He's from Detroit.
Right.
And
where's he live, Grosse Pointe?
Well, no, he's from Detroit originally. He lives in Manhattan.
He's out of there now.
And, yeah, right. And he's
not too many billionaires in Detroit.
Hardcore local sports fan of Detroit, so I happen to have this gig up there, and he said, I'm going to go to the Lions game and probably the Michigan game.
So you're hopping a ride with him?
And he goes, I want to come see your act, because I haven't seen it yet
so he's
live.
putting that on his itinerary?
It's like a business thing, almost. And he said, hey, you want to come up? I got the jet, so it's going to be a lot of fun,
What kind of jets he got?
I'll see. I don't know.
Probably one of them Gulfstreams.
So now, Artie, you can't dictate what kind of food is on the jet. There'll be food on the jet.
See, well, that's the problem. And it's like, when I went for a meeting...
It's not that long a flight, dude. You could skip the whole eating thing.
An hour and 10 minutes, yeah. That's all drinking.
Yeah, just drink. What is this hedge fund shit? I know these guys are all rich, but what do? They do in the stock market?
The guys who finance Beer League were involved with hedge funds. What a hedge fund is... Now, look, get ready to pounce on me, because I might be totally wrong. This is my understanding of what a hedge fund is.
All right.
You get a huge consortium of investors.
Right. You get a whole bunch of dudes who have money.
A whole bunch of guys who are capable. Some are bigger fish, some are smaller. Some might be capable of putting in $1 million. Right. Some... $200,000 or whatever, and you get it to be a huge sum, and then
you buy a bunch of stocks.
You hire a guy to manage your money. You hire a guy to manage the hedge fund, and he puts the hedge fund into all different investments, and at the end of the year you get a statement. Look, here's what we made. And it could be anything. It could be stocks. It could be real estate. It could be like with the beer.
So what's the VIG? I mean, they get.
I would assume they get a percentage, and...
Sounds like a good deal.
Yeah, but...
I might go into this hedge fund business. I see all these guys with the big money are the hedge fund guys. I could do that.
Like the guys who did Beer League ran a $500 million hedge fund.
Can't be that hard. I know a lot of imbeciles who are doing it and making a fortune.
But, it's not hard to make a fortune with $500 million behind.
That's what, but you know what? You're right, Howard.
If you get $1 billion, everything you buy becomes important.
Right.
But you know what, Howard? You're right, because there are a lot of imbeciles doing it. That's why when you meet a guy like this, you go like, wow, like, that's where I want my money. Right. And because this guy ain't no imbecile. And the company that he started... I'll tell you off the air. If you Google it, it's pretty impressive. But so they put these people in all different investments. And, like, for instance, Beer League was a $3 million investment for the hedge fund.
Why is he, no offense, but why is he taking an interest in a piddling bullshit enterprise like a website?
Because he's fascinated by it.
I see. It's fun for him.
It's a personal thing.
Oh, okay. So he's not saying...
It's something new that he found out about. He said, I'd like to get into that.
He's not putting any of the hedge fund's money into this.
But this is a personal thing. Yeah. So in other words, he likes show business, he likes your act, and he's thinking, hey, you know what, let's have some fun here and see if we can build this website into something.
Yeah, and he threw around numbers in the office. Like, I explained to him, I sort of gave him my little resume and stuff, and he told me...
Is he going to pay you?
That all has to be discussed.
In other words, he wants Artie-Lange.com. He'll take it over and he'll manage the whole website?
That's the eventual goal.
Tell him I'll do it, too, if you can piggyback me into this.
Do you want to?
Yeah, sure. Let him take over HowardStern.com. Just give me a ton of fucking money.
You and him in a room, it would be impressive. But see, here's the thing. This guy knows nothing about... It's funny. Like, here were the numbers he was throwing out in this meeting. He goes... You know, it would be kind of a fun thing to dabble in. Like, say I give you $6 million and...
Hold it, put me on that.
Right, so, and he goes, and I'm sitting there, that's like an hour into the meeting, and I'm like, yeah. I was thinking more like 50 grand.
Right, when did he start?
And he goes, and say like in a couple of years, you know, we sell it for 30, 35. It's not a huge profit, but yet, you know, it's something that's fun. It's interesting.
What is this guy, fucking on acid? It's not a huge profit.
Well, you know.
Not for him, apparently.
You sell Artie Lange for $35 million. That's a fucking major
After
hit.
only putting in $6 million, that's great.
Well, here's the thing. It sounds like this guy...
You sure this isn't the movie Trading Places? And they're just goofing on you?
Well, as long as
Artie, I think I'll give you $6 million.
As long as they're taping it all and I get a piece of the DVD. Well, in that would be the budget of the website, so maybe there'd be a salary allotted, but obviously I'd retain a huge percentage of it. You see, the other thing is it doesn't sound like
I'll sell my whole percentage of my HowardStern.com.
No, you don't want to sell the
percentage. If you could just broker it for me.
It doesn't sound like this guy loses a lot, you know what I mean?
Fine. I'm ready to be taken over.
Like, that's why people would talk to me about the Sirius satellite, like, and what do you think what's going to happen? And I was like, I don't know if I'd bet against, like, Howard and Mel, you know. And this guy...
I don't know what's going to happen with Sirius.
But, you know, this guy is... You're confident in him in some level.
Yeah.
And I'm going to start out by maybe just starting to sell advertising on the site and getting my feet wet with it. And apparently there's enough hits to where...
It would be viable.
I can get ad revenue.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's how we're going to tippy-toe into it. And if that does well in 6 months, you go you go further in.
There, huh?
So he's going to come to the gig to see the act live, and he's going to the Lions game, and he offered me a ride on the jet. So.
But the guy, if he's
you really want to meet the guy?
If he's a really good businessman, he should have just said to you, look, Artie,
what?
I'm thinking of paying you $5,000 for your website. And you would have been like, okay. That'll take care of my gambling for the weekend. We'll just start a different one.
You know, again, you see, but that's the thing. Like, with these companies, I read a whole article in this New York Times has opened up my entire life now.
Right.
So I read in the business section a few weeks ago that Yahoo is so behind Google. They missed out on all these acquisitions, like YouTube and everything else, and they're in disarray, like their infrastructure. They don't know what to do, and they got to catch up to Google. So they're like ripe to be taken in a way, because if any website gets kind of hot, Yahoo is sort of like buying.
They're looking for everything.
Yeah, whatever they can.
Behind,
and
hey, HowardStern.com gets a bunch of hits already. See if you can broker that for me.
Oh, I'm sure it must be an insane amount.
Yeah.
Right, yeah,
millions.
Definitely.
And so...
How come nobody's buying me out?
You're not available. You
probably like the hot chick thing.
Come on, Yahoo.
You don't go out there.
Yahoo wants to turn that organization around. I know a website that gets a lot of hits.
Well,